Yeah, we'll do the side quest first. So we'll do side quest, then bonding, and then we'll go main quest. Go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. It's got to be the body shop, yeah? Well, I'm here. Now what? Hey, Junifer. Van's here. There you are. Good on you for solving that riddle. You put up with the request then. Oh, no, not me. Just heard through the grapevine what was going on and offered to lend a hand. No way I wasn't going to pitch in. Pitch into what? Be straight with me here. You can leave all the questions for later. You took the subway here, yeah? I assume your car is going to be in its usual garage. Mind if I go get it? I came out of nowhere. Y'all should have a key already since this is where I bring my car to get serviced. What are you up to though? Nothing bad. Surprise! You're getting a nice free car wash on your deer truck. Uncle here is gonna give it his best shot too, so we'll get her nice and shiny. Oh, okay. Thanks for the offer. A little out of nowhere though. I definitely like that, but let me pay for it. Nothing scares me more than free stuff. Hey, absolutely not. It's fine. Don't look at gift car wash in the water. But seriously, we don't need your money. Done a splendid job there of not looking suspicious, you know. Look, Van, don't play hard to get here. You won't owe us a thing. Client's already paid in full. So just shut up and get your car washed. Client? Who the hell puts up an order like this? But fine, since you insist, I'll leave it to you. Great, let me go get her. Uncle, better get your button gear while I'm away for the best car wash ever. If I gotta. Jennifer immediately left for Old Town. When she returned, she did so with Van's pickup truck, bringing it into the shop. What's up, Riri? Okie dokie, your baby's here. Leave it to us. She'll shine so bright you won't even need to turn on the headlights. She'll get a nice new waterproof wax finish on the outside and a nice and thorough vacuuming on the inside. And don't you worry about all the small details. Uncle's gonna handle the real delicate parts. Excuse you. Thanks for giving it the works. Might not need to polish her myself in a while with all that. You won't regret it. Always nice to work on a car as nice as yours. Well, I suppose I have to give you this now. Here, get going to the next place while we clean your car. Next? Wait, there's more? Second task. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. Reach him to accomplish this task. Another riddle. And this one ain't any easier than the last one. I'm sure you have questions, and I can't answer any of them. So don't bother asking and go solve the riddle instead. Fine. So I'll head to the next spot then. Thanks a bunch, you two. Have a good one. Bit of a slow Friday. I like slow Fridays. I don't get it. What's the point in getting my car washed? What's this client of theirs up to? But with Jennifer and Bradley in on this, it can't be that bad, right? No point in worrying now. If I want an answer, I'm probably gonna have to find one myself.
Here's a request from one.
Station Street. Oh, the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man.
You have my deepest gratitude.
Philly! Thank you for the 16 months of Prime. How are you? Thank you for the 16 months. That's gonna be the department store, yeah? Oh, what am I supposed to do here? Might you happen to be Mr. Van Arkwright, sir? Huh? Yeah, that's me. I see. I see. Ahem. Congratulations, sir. You are precisely the 333rd customer to visit our store today. Allow me to present you with a gift in honor of this moment. Sure? It's an all-expenses paid invitation to a bathing facility in Tryon Tower. Massage included, too, so I believe it would be a fine way to rest away your weariness. Wait, what? Since when was it a thing to give out stuff this fancy just for wandering in at the right time? Is it not to your liking, sir? No, it ain't that. It sounds amazing, trust me. Then please accept it with our blessing. Allow me to give you this, too. Another riddle, huh? Last task. Reach the place in the business district where 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. I'll await you there. This is the last one, huh? Well, I will leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. That's 2 unexpected but awesome gifts I've got now. What's my client's aim here? To put me in their debt? Get me to let my guard down? Man, I still got no clue. But I guess I might as well see this through to the end. Enjoy my last weekend of vacation. I hope you've had a good vacation. Ninzard, welcome in. How are you?
Let's do this.
Why do I have a feeling it's like Elaine or Sal or somebody? Where 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. Celine, welcome in. How are you? Happy Friday. Well, that's my best guess. The hotel has those 3 pillars on the logo. Wonder what they got in store this time. I'm doing all right. Welcome to the Maserati Hotel. We've been expecting you. Oh, hey Rumsfeld. You've been waiting for me. Guess that means you got tied up in this thing too? Indeed I did. But first, why not sit down and relax? Surely all this adventuring has made you rather tired. Feel free to unwind while we prepare the grand finale. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Guess there's no point getting all worked up about it. It probably goes faster than 185. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Arkwright. And 3 cheers for your efforts. Wait. What? What the hell is this? It's our reward for your tireless work, Mr. Arkwright. Bon appetit. Seriously, though. Adios. Did I die the other day? Am I in heaven? There's this mountain of sweets and it's all mine? Oh, it's so wonderful to see you delighted. It's the least we could have done, truly. Okay, hold the phone for a sec. Without even getting into how the hell I'm gonna eat all this without getting a billion curum. What's the catch here? Not saying I don't trust you, but kinda don't trust you. It's too good to be true. Too nice. The hell are you getting at? Nothing, Mr. Arkwright. Don't be so presumptuous. Wait, you. You dragged the whole damn city in for this? Oh, that flustered look on your face is just too cute. Well worth the effort of gathering everyone here. Are the pieces coming together now? Why, all these friends and acquaintances of yours are here. No? I mean, I already got your money. You really don't need to pay me back for anything. Ah, but we do. We all wanted to get together to show our appreciation to you, the hardworking Spriggan who's helped us all through this wild year. I mean, that's literally just my job. I don't get it. You're my clients, and I'm your Spriggan. That's all there is to it. Really? Oh, read the room, you doofus. This is a more personal way of thanking you. Our thanks transcend Mira, my boy. This, we felt, was the best way to show our gratitude. We owe it mostly to Brazelia, though. She did all the heavy lifting. We thought this might make you happy, and it made us happy to give it back to you. We didn't bungle it, did we? You people are impossible. But, thanks. What a day. Aw, he likes it. I'm happy to see that. Well, without further ado, let's bring out his presents. There's more? This really all the friends we made along the way quest. It definitely is blunt. Definitely is. It's the thank you quest, as Stormcall said. Van and his clients reminisced over tea, his diligence and leadership vivid in their minds. One by one, familiar faces walked up to the Spriggan's seat. So, do you remember us, Van? You helped us out with the register issue at our work. Hey, don't go blurting that out. Anyway, I gave it all back after that. You really saved me there. We heard you had a sweet tooth, so we got you some cream puffs. We made sure to get plenty. Hope you like them. You would expect Reen to get a quest like this? It's a nice touch, and you'd think, you know, throughout the game, like, maybe, like, you'd have something similar to in each arc. I don't know. Imagine this quest if you choose more chaos. There's always room for more chaos. I believe the NPC there are based on quests completed, so if you skipped any, they wouldn't be there. I would love to see that, actually. See if there would be any that would be missed. Ever since you got my wallet back, I haven't lost it again. You've really given me peace of mind. I can live my life again. Thank you so much again for saving me from that stalker. Sure thing. Oh, I'm not here to pay anything off. I'm just here because it sounded fun. You like acting all jaded and glum, but there's this softy side that always shines through. You're having fun, aren't you? Zip it. I didn't ask for it to have fun. Thanks again for helping with that pendant. If it wasn't for you and your group, I never would have gotten to know Bruno like that. As thanks, I brought you some Ingadin from Basel. It's already here on the table, so I hope you like it. Ingadin. Damn, you know your sweets, huh? Honestly, wasn't expecting you to show up in the first place. I hadn't been planning on it, honestly. But somebody wouldn't stop nagging me about it. Do you still remember when I had you look for my boyfriend? I'm happy I was able to finally get closure. I hope Mark did too. So I went and got you a chocolate cream pie. Share it with all the others at your office, will you? Thanks for helping us test out our little puzzle game. As thanks, we'd like to give you some gum we're planning to give out as a game reward. This one's a little trial run, just for you. Come join in on the fun again sometime. Sure, if I feel like it. You taught me a lot about security on the Orbital Net. I've been a lot more careful since you helped me out. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you keeping safe. You really helped us out back there. Yeah, I don't even want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't taken that request. We're still here thanks to you. So here's some homemade chocolate for you. We poured our all into this. The real big one is for you, and the rest are for the other people at your office. Make sure to share them, okay? Of course, I'm not that greedy. Come on. Thanks. I'll dig in later. Thanks for helping my dad. Thanks to you and my son, I've cut ties with that awful place for good. So we got you a cheesecake as thanks. Thank you again for helping out this afternoon. We've still got a lot of stuff to work out, but we're moving in the right direction now. It's all thanks to you I was able to see my grandmother. I just want to thank you again. I got you a famous fancier cake from Anchorville. Please enjoy it. Oh wow, now you've piqued my interest. But honestly, I didn't do that much. A whole cake for some Spriggan like me? You taught me a lot about it security on the horrible net. Nice. Right. I believe we're last up. I apologize for all the trouble. You really did save me there. Thank you ever so much. And, me too. Thanks. And allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude once more. I dread to imagine what might have befallen the young miss had you not helped. Okay, I'm grateful. Don't know where the hell I'll store all this, though. My fridge ain't that big. Well, you'll just have to get to eating then. Honestly, though, lighten up. You keep trying to brush off all this thanks and appreciation, but why? Yeah, you're too old to be an edgelord, man. Said the wannabe gangster. Ah, youth. Oh, on the subject, the young Mrs. Father wished to thank you as well. He has more in store for you than just the Tryon Tower Hot Spring ticket. He would like to invite you and all of Arkwright Solutions to a gourmet dinner at the Maserati Hotel's restaurant. Wait, seriously? That's a real bogey place, isn't it? Shit, I can't turn that down though. I've heard legends about that seasonal fruitcake. Wonderful. I'm sure Father will be happy to hear that. Honestly, I feel kind of bad having you guys do all this for me. But, thanks. Alright, I get it. You got the point across. Man, just let us thank you, you old grump. And so, the surprise Van Appreciation Day party continued in earnest. All the sweets he couldn't get around to sweeting got carted off to the office. Eventually, the party drew to a close after Van mingled with his clients and friends and thoroughly gorged himself. But the day wasn't over just yet. Van met a familiar face as he left the hotel. Goddess almighty. Why'd they have to gang up on me like that? That's not right. I'm allergic to kindness. And yeesh, I'm stuffed. Gonna have to hit the gym, feels like. Sounds like a good problem to have. Maybe, but it ain't my style. Big bunch of softies is what they were. Kind of funny, honestly. I always see the dark side of humanity in my line of work. This was the opposite. Ain't got a clue how I stumbled into something selfless like that. Really, who's the true softie? The clients or the Spriggan who went above and beyond to give them peace of mind? Oh, shut up. And something tells me the whole thing was your doing anyway. Am I wrong? Right again. Though the young miss came up with the idea in fairness. She wanted to show her thanks, so she asked her butler to do the rounds. He found this young businessman. You might know him, name's Roderick. And his face lit up like a match when he heard your name. Yeah, I guess we did hit it off a bit. That led them to me, as I'd already done some research into you on Berzelia's behalf. I figured I'd lend a hand, and thanks for how you'd helped Dingo. Ah, that was nothing. Wait, back up a bit. What do you mean you did some digging? Exactly what it sounds like. Pardon my nosiness. You're an interesting fellow, you know. Dingo told me a thing or two about you, and I can't deny it got me curious. Might make for a good article. Arkride, the anti-hero. Not the man eateth deserves, but the man eateth needs. Well, how am I supposed to keep a low profile if you slap my face on the front page? I was wondering how that kid got all those guys together. That was a trick, huh? Righto. I gotta hand it to her. I didn't think we'd be able to put on that big of a party on such short notice. She even roped the department store and the mechanic's place in too. She's something else. And it all worked to perfection. A big old party with enough sugar to put you in a coma. Come to think of it, that would make for a great article too. I could see it now. I got it. An anti-hero's welcome. Arkride sheds tears at touching tribute. Would you knock it off with the anti-hero shit? And I was not crying. Whatever you say. If you don't mind, I'll be keeping track of your exploits from here on out. And give me a break, will you? I'll have to keep an eye out for him too. Well, guess a journo's gotta eat.
That takes care of that.
Quest, Dear Spriggan.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah, he shed a tear with all the sweets. I'm like on the border for Chaos 4, I think. Am I? No. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm very close to 4, I think. Yeah, if only you got the thank IRL for that type of stuff, eh? So we get 2 free times. Some dork named Campanella gave me a cake. I'm now an enforcer for Ouroboros. Haha. Van Arkride. Likely. Probably not, though. Since when do you own that, Van? I don't. Just borrowing it from a friend who runs a repair joint. I'll say, tonight's too pretty a night to waste it riding alone, Master. Mind if I tag along? If your unworthy old student won't put a damper on your night, that is. All right, you can come. Nothing wrong with a master and his former student going out on an adventure here and there. I'm going to roll down Highway 12. Try to keep up with me. You got it. Lead the way. You look more comfortable riding an orbital bike than I was expecting. I heard your undying love was to cars, so this comes as something of a surprise. I've borrowed one from a friend a few times since they hit the market a couple of years ago, but that's about all the riding experience I got. Nothing beats my Ingert, but I'll give you that it's nice to feel the wind in your hair when you're out on the road. That it is. A fine benefit that only 2 wheels can offer. Another being that attractive women often strike up conversations with me in pit stops and such like. Well, look who's popular. You really are living it up now, huh? I sure hope I'm like you or President Rocksmith when I'm your age. It is a luxury that only the aged get to enjoy when they are freed from the shackles of obligation that have held them all their lives. Still, there is plenty that only the young can enjoy in life, So I suggest you and your friends do just that. I don't know if I'm really that young anymore, but I get you. So, I take it they're the reason you plan to go off on your own? They're trying to keep their distance, but there's 3 cars behind us and 2 ahead. Well, I thought it a shame to spoil an otherwise pleasant evening. I intend to lead them out to the outskirts of the city. We are going to reset Dan if we get the cold steel. Those guns are Zect Arms models, huh? So, you're from the company? We didn't have to fight you in the underground, even if we've dealt with you in the past. I'm well aware that you have been following me around these past few days. I would assume that is because you have somehow learned my former name. That's right, Roaring Lion. We thought you were finally dead, but here you are, skulking around under some pseudonym. We're here to pay you back for what you did to our company. Just what did you do? 4 years ago, they were testing a new weapon in an area I was operating in. During the tests, local civilians were placed in danger. I then stopped it by destroying the weapon and taking care of their members. Pretty cut and dry then. Sounds to me like you got what you deserved. Not the best justification to be following someone around. If he hadn't interfered in our test, our company would be seeing even greater success than it already has. So now that he's lost that power of his, it's time to answer for his actions. And if you're going to get in our way, Spriggan, we'll take you down right with him. You are way underestimating my master here. Do you honestly think you could take him down? No. I think this may be the perfect chance to show me what you currently know. Do not use your stun caliber. Show me the fruits of your Kunlun school teachings instead. Alright. That's what you want. It's been a while since I last had to fight hand to hand, but here we go. Very good. Then let's begin. Oh, what the hell? Time for fisticuffs. How is he still so strong even without his old abilities? You'll regret this, Spriggan. You sure put me through my paces. Please don't make me fight people packing advanced weaponry with my bare fists again, Master. Yet you triumphed, did you not? Your current combat style may be a mix of the Kunlun school and Hollow style, but I see that you did indeed fight using only the techniques that I taught you. Of course. If I didn't, this would have all been for nothing. You took advantage of you being targeted to make me remember my Kunlun roots. You could have handled those guys on your own just fine, but you chose to invite me along just for that. Man, you really haven't changed at all. Still, I do hope it went well, or it went some way to reminding you of how you used to be. You looked to the future when you were training under me, more than you do now at least. I love this image. Well, I'll admit, it did take me back. You taught me to be calm and one in spirit with the land and the Kunlun Mountains. Find a way forward using the energies coursing through us. Those teachings are more relevant than ever now, but I'm working with so many others who aren't so sure where they belong. Indeed. And I hope you'll always keep that in your heart. Remember, what you have created throughout the life you have chosen, and what is truly capable of binding you. Only you can face your demons, but I'll do all I can to aid you. For you will always be my student, and I will always be proud of you. I'll do my best to keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Master Barkhorn. And let us return to the city. I ought to be able to enjoy the journey back with my student much more now that the matter has been dealt with. Oh! They were watching! That's our master, all right. So he's just as good to his unofficial student too, then. I'm not at all surprised. That's simply his way. Once he makes up his mind to guide someone, he will never turn his back on them. Well, he did a decent enough job in Arasion. So let's hope we can count on him at least a little in the future. Only time will tell if that is truly the case. Together, Van and Burgard made their way back to the capital, enjoying the cool, peaceful night breeze as they did so. They then resumed their respective tasks upon returning to Edith.
You have grown so much.
I think he only ever taught Gaius the spear. I kind of want to do this one. Yeah, hell with it. We'll do the Judith one. Van received a call from Judith. Together they headed to the site of Grimcat's supposed latest heist. You enjoyed this one? Thank you for coming, Van. Don't sweat it. If something's bugging you, better take care of it ASAP. So, what are we looking at? Is this where Grimcat hit? I mean the fake Grimcat. There was this fake calling card left behind. The Phantom Thief Grimcat has stolen your treasure. It's just a chicken scratches on a dirty piece of paper. I know, right? Right? Talk about disrespect. If they're going to go around posing as me, they could at least put some effort into it. Like matching the stationery, at least. Is that really what's bothering you here? Actually, no. How'd you even get that in the first place? After tracing their steps, I was able to predict where they would strike next. Sort of. I got here after the fact, but I did manage to beat the cops by a bit. No small fry if they can shake you off, at least. Yeah, they've got the aerobatics to match at least. But I'm sure it's just a matter of time before I catch up, though. So I figured I'd call in the cavalry just in case. Van and Judith set off in pursuit of the fake Grimcat. Judith's investigation suggested the fake Grimcat would strike multiple targets in one night. Their goal was to catch the fake Grimcat before they struck again. Footmarks are faint, but they're visible. It's pretty clear our perps running on the rooftops. They have the gall to steal my name, but not my methods? I run on walls, damn it, not rooftops. Guess they're a lousy Grimcat copycat, huh? They aren't just targeting the rich and corrupt either. they've widened the scope to ordinary citizens. And that just makes them a common thug. No, they're worse than that. They're pure and utter scum. Grimcat is a virtuous thief who only steals to punish the wicked. And this dirtbag's only interested in lining their own pockets. Damn, you sure are pissed about this. And how could I not be? I inherited the mantle from Mom and Grammy. A role means the world to me. No, it's not just that. This is the way of life I've believed in since I was little. And I happen to be very proud of it. So of course I'm angry. This name is being dragged through the mud by a money-grubbing asshole. Alright, time to rein it in. I get why you're mad as hell, but I'm gonna need you to cool your jets before we go after the imposter. You might be a super-powered badass thief lady, but you're still human. One careless move and it could be curtains for us. Fine, I get the picture. I guess I am a little heated right now. I've got to ask though, since it's on my mind, why are you going this far to help me out? I thought you didn't work for free. Copycat only started prowling the streets this past week, yeah? If you weren't so busy helping us clean up the mafia, you've mopped the floor with this 2-bit crook by now. You're kind of in this mess because of me, so I figured I should pay back the debt I owe. Hey, why are you giving me that look? Oh, nothing. It's just that, while I do appreciate the help and everything, something you said rubbed me the wrong way. It's always pay off my debt this, or settle my debt that with you. Doing favors isn't like paying off a bar tab, you know. You aren't one to pull your punches, are you? You've got that right. I like to be frank with people, whether they're a close friend or a complete stranger. And while I'm on a roll, I might as well tell you you're not off the hook for that little innocent incident in Long Lie. And here I was, thinking what happened in Long Lie would stay in Long Lie. Why don't I just turn the other cheek? Will another slap help you forgive and forget? No way! I won't let you off that easy. Ebis, how are you? King, welcome in. Playing Trails of Cold Steel for the first one? Nice. How are you enjoying it? Together, they continued following the imposter's trail. By cross-referencing the leads they had so far with information on the Orbital network, they finally identified the culprit. And then... like taking candy from a baby. Better stow the goods back at base before I go out for round 2. What's up? So this really is your base. Huh? The real Grimcat? Like it a lot? Nice. I enjoyed Cold Steel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It was a fun ride. Are you having trouble, Neil? Pick your jaw up off the floor, Faker. You didn't really think you'd get away with using my name forever, did you? Well... not a bad little operation you had going here. After getting fired from the circus, you took to performing on the streets. But when things started getting hectic, the opportunity to copy Grimcat and steal shit was just too good to pass up. How do you know so much about me? Whatever. I've been in tighter pinches than this. Your impression ain't half bad. Is that really the time to mess with me? He's getting away. I think not. Let's go! Oh. Got the help. The hell are you doing here? I heard some unsavory rumors regarding a Grimcat imposter and decided to investigate the matter myself. Though it's clear now it would be swiftly resolved regardless of my intervention. That's right. I totally could have handled this on my own. Still, thanks, Yin. Well, what's done is done. Let's get out of here. They then left to the apprehended imposter in front of the police station with a note from the real Grimcat. After visually confirming the culprit's arrest, the three once more vanished into the night.
You sure know how to turn on the charm. Not that you can outcharm me, of course.
That was a good one. I like that one.
I've just about had enough of you.
Just him in general. I actually got the trophy for dealing 9,999 damage in a single attack turn. Nice. Nice.
Off we go.
Oh. The next 3 days leading up to the festival swept through like a whirlwind. I think I like Aramis's... What the hell is that? I think I like Aramis's school uniforms better than Thor's. Though the trouble with Almada was recent, there was very little in the way of problems relating to them. Instead, most of Arkwright's solutions work consisted of subcontracted tasks and other modest requests. Which Thor's? Both. Both. As if celebrations were already upon them, they found themselves rewarded with not just Mira, but food and other material gifts as well. Those, together with the gradual increase in decorations strewn about the city, made them keenly aware of the festival's approach. Each of Van's assistants also found themselves considering their respective futures in response to what he said. With all this in mind and more, it felt like the grand event was destined to become a turning point in their lives. The day approached with much suspense both at home and abroad, for what was to come following a memorial service set for Cray was the unveiling of the Republican Army's next generation of weapons. A number of VIPs would soon descend upon the capital, ready to take part in moments both solemn and merry. What's up, Heart Trip? I'm happy now you have ramen. Ooh, ramen. You lost to the nap? It's okay. I started late because I was out with friends having a barbecue. But the night before the Revolution Festival had an early surprise in store.
He has a name, or the goose. Say it. Say his name. Why won't you love Tom Honks?
Why?
Relinquish it to me.
Really? You got a Poyo too? Fuck's sakes.
You have my deepest gratitude.
Can't believe that. Heart Trip, thank you for the 32-month resub. And having me wear this hat for the next 20 minutes. But the night before the Revolution Festival had an early surprise in store. Be on guard for the 7th Genesis at the Revolution Festival tomorrow. C. Are we talking like C as in Rufus? C?
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Well, hey, good looking. Well, hey, good looking.
Relinquish it to me.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Well, hey, good looking.
I'm pretty sure I had a gift bomb for 5 subs attached to my bot, but apparently it didn't work this time. Common Rider, thank you for the 5 sub gifts. Very much appreciate it. Yeah, 20 minutes now turned into 48. I have to see. Will trigger on any value above or equal to 5. We'll try exactly 5 instead. C as in CD's nuts, maybe. Find out in the next exciting episode of yeah, that definitely got to be a callback. Every sub adds to the legend of Tom Hanks, the goose who tried to hatch Jeff's head. Love it. December the 3rd.
When's it starting?
He looks so different wearing a suit compared to the straw farmer's hat. It's almost 10 a.m. Kept us waiting long enough. Just look at all the people. I spot Yume and a bunch of others too. I'm impressed you can pick her out from the crowd. Ren and your other friends are there too, right? You sure you didn't want to tag along? Oh, yes, I think it was for the best that I didn't. With my position, I would have needed bodyguards if I had gone, unfortunately. And that message we received made me want to remain here that much more. Gotcha. I wish I knew who even sent that damn thing. Yeah, especially since they mentioned the Genesis. And one we don't have at that. All we have to go on is the name C. That name has been assumed by two people and who made themselves known in the Empire in recent years. I do not believe either to be one who sent that message, however. The original was a terrorist responsible for triggering the Civil War over there, right? Then someone else used it after that. That is correct, but bear in mind that both of those matters are considered resolved. We have no reason to believe they would take up that name again. That being said, I'm certain that the alias must have been chosen through careful deliberation. Yeah, now it's just a matter of figuring out if they're trying to help us or mess with us. But not like we got much to go on. We can't even say for sure it's someone whose name starts with a C. That's true. It could be anyone. Melchior is still at large, so hell, can't even write him off. Oh, there's Agnes' dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 a.m., which means that the time has come. President Gramhart has arrived to make his speech.
Oh. There's Renee, too.
To the people of Edith, as well as everyone who lives in this great nation, I wish to thank you for gathering here today. I am Roy Gramhart.
Please don't tell me this is going to be like another assassination attempt
On
on
this
him.
very day, 108 years ago, in the year 1100 of the Septian calendar, our ancestors made a choice, a truly remarkable choice. They chose to embrace equality, freedom, and love. They chose to stand against discrimination based on class and race. They chose to walk the long road ahead of them to build a utopia of peace. And that long winding road was the Calvardian Democratic Revolution, which changed the face of our country and the whole world forever. As both a fellow Calvardian and your 23rd president, I am forever grateful to the goddess above for the honor, the deep, profound honor, to be able to walk this road with you now. However, though I would love to proclaim this as a day of celebration alone, I, alas, cannot. For as we all know, our brothers and sisters from Cray Village were taken from us at the hands of cowardly terrorists. The people of Cray shared our ideals and dreams. We walked the same path hand in hand. But they were cruelly ripped from our grasp. Despite this great loss, we moved forward, and all of you cooperated with the recent emergency declaration. Thanks in no small part to your assistance, we were able to eliminate the criminal organization that was responsible for this heinous act. Though I realize that will never bring back the lives that have been lost. As this country's commander-in-chief, I am deeply ashamed that I let such a tragedy happen under my watch. Let us mourn the people of Kray. I will lead us in prayer. O Adios, Arusha, Heavenly Mother, we pray that you will watch over these lost souls and return them to the Radiant Land.
Isn't that like the first military officer that we've seen this whole game?
At this time, the Edith Cathedral Choir will be singing a hymn, followed by a statement from Archbishop Jerome.
Kray sounds like it must have been a truly beautiful place. It was. It's where a close friend and someone I owe a lot to passed away. I'd done some filming there in the past. It's hard to believe I'll never see the same scenery ever again. As long as we do not forget them, they will continue to live on. Both the people who lived there and the places in which they lived. I hope you're right. I'd like to believe that too. I feel the same way. But even if we do forget, they won't be gone forever. Everyone who lives leaves a mark on others and their surroundings. That gets passed down whether people are aware of it or not. Van, you think so? I couldn't have put it better myself. Still, your dad's some wordsmith, huh? I almost found myself getting won over by all that stuff he was saying. You really think so? That's what I was gonna say. Your dad is awesome. He's super cool. I feel like I could trust him with anything. Not to mention that face. If he ever wanted to jump the political ship, he could get work as an actor in no time flat. Even his voice carries well. Talk about hitting the lottery. Rocksmith fits my image of a politician a lot more, but no one could deny how talented your dad is. Like Aaron said, I can feel myself being roped in by his act, sorry, I shouldn't have put it like that. You don't have to apologize. I understand how you feel, to tell you the truth. Oh? He is certainly a man without equal, in a different sense from President Rocksmith. I believe we're about to get another glimpse of just how, too. The morning is at the end, which means it is time for the grand unveiling. Big giant mech.
That was a wonderful ceremony. Thank you, Archbishop. And I thank the ladies and gentlemen of the choir as well. The road to success is paved with hardship, and the road this nation has walked has not been without its challenges. Those challenges include our long-standing conflict with the Empire, the economic crises of recent years, and even that wretched cult that existed in our country until 10 years prior. And there are challenges that lie ahead, including the terrorism that has infested our nation and the discrimination that is outlawed in our charter. If we glance outside our borders, we will notice that the seeds of war are being planted. And if we look beyond the horizon, we will see that the desertification in the east is creeping westward. Open your eyes. These problems can be ignored no longer. We, as the leading power on the continent, must face them and overcome them. Take the founders of our revolution, for instance. They confronted their challenges head-on and actualized their ambitions. Sheena Dierk, Auguste Alden, Aramis Gainsborough, and Olga Atkinson surmounted every obstacle that barred their way. And we will do the same.
He missed the opportunity to say barrier.
We must stand united as we move into tomorrow as one. But to forge a path ahead, we need not only strength of will, but also strength of arms. That brings me to today's big announcement. We have given our glorious Calvardian military a number of much-needed improvements. Allow me to unveil the future. First, we have our next-generation Shedar tanks. They will replace our antiquated Vasion models.
Okay, tanks.
These tanks will leave the ones used in the Empire firmly in the dust. They are twice as fast and equally as durable. The main cannon's raw power measures up to theirs, and they are capable of firing nearly 3 times the distance. Next, we have an entirely new addition to our military, the Ix Alba series of aerial cruisers. They are 120 ards long, which places them between our battleships and mid-sized airships in size. They are equipped with highly advanced weaponry, and their cutting-edge control systems allow them to conduct operations with complete autonomy. Based on our recent field tests, we have concluded that even one of these cruisers can dominate an entire squadron of Imperial airships.
Whoa, badass!
That's a very fancy ship.
And last, but certainly not least, I will introduce you to a new class of weaponry.
Aren't those...
Robots from the Empire?
They may remind you of the Empire's Panzer Soldats that were unleashed upon the world 4 years ago. However, these weapons are far superior, and they are based on an entirely different design philosophy. We call them assault frames. Their control systems utilize Zypha technology, which maximizes their performance and strengthens their output, mobility, and reaction speed. Their potential is limitless. Not even the Empire's latest Panzer Soldat models can compare.
Yeah, they could have gave him a bit of a cooler name.
So great.
How wonderful.
Long live the Republic!
It wouldn't surprise me if the guy from Marduk is part of Ouroboros.
It goes without saying that power must always be used responsibly. We've learned that lesson from the Empire's past transgressions. I swear to you today that we will not use our military as an unwieldy instrument of conquest and bloodshed. Instead, it shall serve as a firm, yet flexible tool that can respond to any situation or crises that may arise. It is my belief that the weapons you have seen today will help us build a better road for our future. Thank you all for listening. I believe I have talked for long enough. Glory to the Republic. May the goddess bless us all. Now, go out and enjoy the festival, and spend this joyous day with those you hold dear. Let us make this a celebration to remember.
He lost all the excitement in the last part. Like, telling people to enjoy the festival, you need to be a bit more excited in the voice, you know? He was more excited when introducing the new weaponry. Well, that was certainly overwhelming. Even if we have already seen the airships and the AFs, yeah. Right. I didn't expect him to roll them out in such a dramatic fashion, though. He appears to have made full use of all of Marduk's evaluations of them. This is my first time seeing them, so I'm more than a little blown away right now. Oh yeah, you weren't with us when we saw some of them in Basel.
This marks the end of the ceremony. Some of the new weaponry revealed will be on display in the Revolution Plaza. Visitors are also reminded that the area around the presidential building will remain closed to the public.
Dad. Anyway, now that the big speeches are over, it's time to get to what we planned. We'll spread throughout the city while checking for Spriggans on the bulletin boards. Sounds good. We'll also be keeping an eye out for any signs of the 7th Genesis, even if we shouldn't dedicate too much of our energy to that. Yeah, there's still a chance that message was a prank, but better safe than sorry. I wish my affairs hadn't ended up casting such a shadow over what should be a happy day. Oh, come on. You're being silly. Tell me about it. I'd be more nervous not being in the loop on what's going on at this point. We want to be involved. Besides, I'm all for everyone enjoying the festival. Only me and one other person need to be actively patrol. Just if you notice something out of the ordinary, anything at all, you let us all know. That's vital. Understood. We'll be on the lookout. My nose might not be as good as yours, but there's no way I'd miss trouble brewing. Understood. I'll always be available to switch in if I am needed. The same can be said for me. Should you need a hand, I will always be here. I appreciate it. Select one additional member to accompany Van. This character can be swapped out from the desk in Van's office. We're taking on, yes. Looks like Victor's back already. Paulette and Yume must still be out enjoying the festival. I hope they're all having fun if they are. I wonder if Maxim is with them too. Their future together started seeming a bit more promising at the party. I kind of have mixed feelings about that, but I guess it ain't my call to make. Alright then, let's get to work. Right. Could the name have a cooler name? I got a fascist vibe from that last part. And here's when Heartstrip had hundreds of NPCs to talk to. Oh boy. Oh dear Lord. I'm sure you already know the Revolution Festival is the turning point of the year. You gotta welcome the new year. Now's the time to celebrate and shake off all the baggage from the year before. We'll make sure of it. Thank you. Goodness, she's excited about it. She gets like this around the holiday season. Maybe it means something different of her generation. I don't know. This year, I've got a new flavor. Rainbow candy. Rainbow candy? Give me a dozen. Stat. Sweet tooth as always.
Quit dawdling and buy something. Come back
It's
soon.
rainbow candy. It's like Skittles.
Welcome.
But it's rainbow candy.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Completely filled the book section of the notebook.
Needs something fixed.
Some say Heart Trip is still talking to those NPCs. Are you, though? What's up, Leona? Finally stable in life and got used to my life schedule. How do you find this game so far? I've been loving it. I think they couldn't innovate more than that before playing, but I was so wrong. One of the best Trails games for me, even. For me, it's definitely getting up there for the type of game. Like, it's getting up there. I don't know where to put it in my Trails list right now, but I'm still
Come again. If
still
you want.
I'm still gonna figure out where to place it eventually.
This feels great.
What do I do?
Right.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
You guys buying something too? Or
He's still talking to NPCs. The quartz mechanic from Sky series, but evolved. So good. Didn't the one who done the quartz system, I believe, really liked how it was in the Sky series, so he took that and built upon it, and what they done was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh. Why, hello. Looking is always free, you know.
Come back for more anytime.
All right.
My best friend Jess left behind a message and disappeared. It doesn't seem like he's in danger, but I have to see him in person and tell him something. Could you help me? I'll be waiting in the share house in Old Town. There's still a lingering scent. We're gonna do this one first, though. Two wipes. Nice. Keep at it, Neil. You'll figure it out. Hey, Van. Thanks for coming. Sure thing. Figured I'd hear you out at least. You wrote that Jess has disappeared, right? Yeah. You know who he is, don't you? Yeah, we cross paths at the station from time to time. Did a small job for him a while back, too. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, when did he go missing? He was already gone when I woke up this morning. I went into his room to check in on him, but found this note there instead. I know this is sudden, but I have to leave. The longer things go on, harder it is for me to bear it. And don't worry about holding on to my things. You can go ahead and get rid of them. Thanks for everything, and sorry for all the trouble. Goodbye. Alright. From the looks of it, none of y'all were expecting this. No, he'd never said anything about leaving. We were having dinner just fine with my sister just last night. Has anything unusual happened when you've all been together? Let me think. You know, things did feel a little awkward between him and my sister. Something else happened that stuck out to me, yeah? Mind sharing? Sure, it was 3 days ago. Jess was gonna have a nighttime show over at Riverside, so I went to check it out. But he never showed up to it. They had to cancel. He bailed on a gig at the last minute? That ain't normal. Yeah, he'd never done that before. I asked him what happened the next day, but he wouldn't answer me. Everything else was fine, so I didn't bring it up again. And then he disappeared this morning. Well, at least it doesn't look like anything illegal happened. Yeah, and I didn't think it was worth bothering the guild over it. Instead, I took some time off work today to look for him. I've been everywhere I thought he might have gone to, but no luck. I don't think I could do this by myself. That's why I decided to ask you guys for help. You've got a good rep for doing good by your clients. Yeah, makes sense. I think I got a good grasp on this whole shtick thing. In that case, will you help me look for him? I'm not trying to pressure you. Sure, we could pitch in. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Not to change the subject, but didn't you and Jess grow up together? Uh-huh. We're both from Anchorville. We've been friends since we were kids. My sister and I decided to move to Edith after he made his big break. I thought things were back to how they used to be when we were kids, but now I don't know what to think. Your sister's name is Carol, right? And she's not looking for him? I don't know. I don't think so. I told her about it, obviously, but she didn't want to help me. She should be at her job, like usual. Works in the boutique over in the Sidon district. Something must have happened between her and Jess for her to be acting like that. I feel a little guilty not having a clue what it is, though. Sometimes stuff just happens. All we can do now is just look for him. Do you know who else was friends with Jess aside from Carol? The only other person I can think of off the top of my head is his manager. I don't know how to reach her, but Carol probably does. Got it. Thanks for sharing. Don't worry about looking for him anymore. We'll take it from here. We'd appreciate it if you waited here. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again, you guys. Alright, first stop's Raymond's sister, Carol. Let's see what she's got to say about all this. He mentioned she was in the boutique in the Sidon district. I think it's called Erland.
Time to start working.
Starting to pick pieces from Reverie doors on this game. You get a little bit of pieces here and there, and I've been enjoying it.
Off we go.
I'm surprised that I still have a voice in some areas.
This year's been awesome.
Oh, I'm so in love
Welcome
with
to
this brand.
Erland, sir. We have full confidence in our products. We await your next visit.
Oh, are you here from that office place? Yep, Van Arkwright Solutions. Your little brother asked me to find Jess. Mind talking about it? Any little things might help. But I already heard something happen between you and Jess. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me the full story. Just anything that might help me find him. Raymond's been real worried about him, you know. Poor guy took a day off work because he's running around the whole city trying to find him. I think it took a lot for him to reach out for help. Too. So please, for his sake. I know. Raymond isn't the only one worried about him. I can't tell you everything, but I can try to help the best I can. No problem. Every little bit helps. So 3 days ago, we heard Jess canceled his upcoming live performance last minute. You know why? Well, it was... Oh, I can't hide it. It's all my fault. I see. I was talking to him right before he was set to perform. I sort of asked how he viewed me, how he wanted us to be going forward. I was trying to make a move. Jess was saying, I'm fine if you're fine. I don't want to rock the boat. Stuff like that. He didn't have a problem with how things were, but I didn't react well to that. I lashed out at him. I don't want to be like this forever, though. I could tell I hurt Jess when I said that. He was silent for a minute. Then he said, I can't risk that. I don't want to ruin what we already have. You don't understand how I feel. Or Raymond. He sounded really strained. But I did understand. I know how he feels. I can't just have my own feelings bottled up like this. And then Jess, I get the gist. Thanks for filling us in. I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say. I just can't face him right now. Not after what I did. I get that. We'll take care of it, don't worry. I think I understand what's going on between her and Jess. Jess was just... yeah. Carol must have picked up on it. It's just the Raymond part I'm not clear on. What about his feelings? By the way, you're in contact with Jess's manager, right? Mind giving me their number? Oh, yes, of course. Van plugged in the contact info Carol gave him and immediately dialed it up. He got through to Jess's manager, who agreed to meet him at the terrace in front of the station. All right, let's get over there. Terrace by the station, right? Let's go.
Oh, I'm so in love. This brand. Then let's head over.
Sure this is the correct way to go? Sure, we'll yeah, there we go.
Rest for the weary.
Are you Jess's manager? That's right. Never thought he'd up and disappear like that, and without saying anything to his housemates. What have you heard? We were recently talking about his future. As an artist, I mean. I'm sure you heard about it already, but he missed his concert 3 days ago. Got an earful from me, of course. All he said to me was that things can't keep going like this. He said he wanted to get away from his current environment and work someplace else. Even mentioned trying to perform abroad. It could be a very rewarding challenge as a performer. Yes. Well, I said forget about it for now. He's at a critical point in his career. Too critical to be going anywhere. I told him straight up that he has no hope of succeeding if he just leaves the country now. His response? So be it. An early retirement might suit me if it comes to it. He's awfully willing to throw everything away. However, I'm still his manager as of now, so he's obligated to inform me in case he does leave the capital. So far, he hasn't done that. Wherever he is, I trust it's still near the capital. Thanks for the info. That's real useful. While I got you here, mind if I ask about anyone else that might know him? I don't know how much I can say on that end. He's always been a very private person, but I do know he recently helped arrange the music for an idol duo. Sayla and Lulua, I think. They're the best I can give you when it comes to acquaintances. Just knowing that is a big help. We know the two of them, so it should be easy to ask about them. I believe they're in the middle of a concert right now. It's over in the Blue Score, where Jess himself often performs. Ah, right. Thanks again. Don't mention it. I hope you can bring him to his senses. Good luck. Let's head to the Blue Score then, so we could speak with the idols. Yeah, off to Riverside we go. Don't you just love fetch quest after fetch quest after fetch quest?
Taking off now.
Go here, do this. Go here, talk to this person. Go over here and talk to this person to get this. To bring there to do this. And
Hey there.
blah.
What'll see ya?
You're so cute. Woo! You look amazing today.
I should ask the two idols about Jess. Should I wait till their break time? Yes. Yes, the goose says yes. Hi there. Thanks for coming to see us. You two did great up there. Sorry to bother you while you're on your break, but I got a few questions for you. Van explained the situation to the two idols and inquired about Jess. Oh no, Jess of all people. Now that you mention it, I did think he was acting strange this morning. This morning? Did you see Jess somewhere? We bumped into each other at the Brothers Music Shop over in Tyrell. We stopped by the store to borrow some musical equipment for our performance today. Jess was talking to the manager when we got there. He's a regular there. He was probably saying goodbye to the manager since Jess was on his way out of the capital. Did you and Jess talk about anything? I told him we were gonna have a performance and he wished me the best. I was hoping he'd be there, so I made a point of inviting him. He said he appreciated the invite, but was busy. Mentioned leaving the capital to see his favorite flower. Favorite flower? Wonder what that could be. Maybe Raymond knows more. He does work as a florist. Thanks for the help. Much appreciated, you two. It was nothing. Hope you can help Jess out. At least you don't have to collect 5 Brog livers in between each step of these quests. Maybe we do. Okay, back to Raymond for now. Yes, we'll need to give a progress report on our investigation.
Let's do this.
You guys buying something too, or what?
Not with that attitude, I'm not. He said he was going out of town to see his favorite flower. That's what we heard. Any idea what that might be? Yeah, I think so. He was probably talking about white daisies. Huh, not really that rare of a flower. They're really common in our hometown. Anchorville's full of them. Jess, Carol, and I would go out to the fields and look at them all the time. Though you can't really find any natural fields like that out here in Edith. The only ones here are cultivated. Who knew? Why do the 3 of you like white daisies in particular? Maybe something specific about them appealed to you all? I mean, they're easy on the eyes and smell nice for one. But I guess their true meaning spoke to us. Do you know what white daisies mean in the language of flowers? Hidden love. It's pretty poetic, don't you think? Yeah, I feel you. But if that's what they stand for, then I wonder. Are y'all hiding some sort of hidden love? I don't know. That might be a stretch. Maybe they appear to Jess's artistic sensibilities, being a musician and all. Carol's more of an open book, though. But now that I think about it, she might actually be hiding her true feelings. Well, you're the expert. Oh yeah, I don't think she told you about what happened. Huh? Something happened? Man told Raymond about Carol and Jess's confrontation, careful to omit some of the particulars. Things can't keep going on like this forever? She really said that? She did. She really bore her heart out. What did Jess say? That he didn't want to ruin his relationship with you two. That's a relief, at least. I feel bad for my sister. I want her happiness more than anything. But that's just not how things have shaken up. To backpedal to the flower thing a little. You're kind of sidestep the whole hidden love discussion. What about you? Got any secrets of your own? Me? You're not seriously springing that on me out of the blue and expecting an answer? Yeah, that's fair. I do understand where Jess is coming from. Not wanting to ruin how things are now and all. Anyway, don't mind me. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We know what he's looking for, but do you know where he might have gone to see those flowers? I think so. He asked me once if I knew where daisies grew naturally. I actually didn't have any idea at the time, but my boss did. Some bloom in the Dirk Memorial Park Forest. Apparently there's a whole bunch of them near the entrance. The forest? You sure about that? That area is restricted though. Believe me, I know. But you'd be surprised how far Jess could go on just stubbornness alone. I don't doubt he could sneak in there if he wanted to. Alright. He shouldn't get attacked by any monsters if he doesn't wander too far in, but I don't want to risk it. Are you going to the park then? Can you take me with you? I understand what might happen between Jess and Carol. But I don't see why that meant he had to leave us so out of nowhere. It just doesn't make sense to me. I want to talk to him. I need to hear the answers directly from his mouth. Sure, why not? If he's not coming back, might as well take you to him. Let you two smooth things out. I'll let you know once we're ready to roll. Sound good? Sounds great. Thanks, Van. Well, I guess we're exploring the park. Let's take a trek to the forest. I'll contact her just to let her know what's going on. Raymond reached out to Carol before they left to let her know of everything, but she was too busy to come immediately. The group then ventured into the forest after promising to meet up with Carol when Carol had the chance. I finally found you, Jess. This is where you were, huh? Raymond? Van? Oh, I see. You must have asked for his help finding me. You're really good at tracking people down, aren't you? Sorry, but work's work. Should we leave you guys to it? Actually, could you stay here? I have a feeling that Jess is just gonna dodge my questions if it's just the two of us here. Alright, if that's what the client wants, that's what the client gets. I'll get right to the point then. Why did you do this, Jess? Why would you just disappear all of a sudden, only leaving us a note? Did you never think that might have been cruel? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. But I didn't know what else to do. Such a coward. Jess, this is because of Carol. It's not. Not at all. I do feel bad not being able to return her feelings, yeah. But that's not why I ran away. Then why did you? You still remember the conversation we had before coming to Edith? Just the two of us? Of course I do remember it. And how we promised to keep it a secret. Yeah, sure, it's okay for us to be here. It's fine on my end, at least. What about you, Jess? Are you okay if we talk about it now? Sure, it's not that big a deal anyway. We just talked about us both being in love with someone who didn't reciprocate our feelings. Yeah. Your feelings haven't changed, I take it. They have not, no. And I'll never be with the one I love. That I can guarantee you. That's because... Actually, never mind me. This is wrong. Me putting things to words will only make it worse. No one's gonna benefit from it if I say it out loud. It would just be a hassle for you anyway. What does that mean? Wait. I think he finally figured it out. It looks like it. I don't intend on acting on my feelings, so you don't have to worry about that. But you gotta understand how I feel. Especially since you also can't be together with the one you love. That's fair. Yeah, you're right about that. Didn't see that one coming. Raymond. I can't stand the thought of ruining things between the three of us. You must feel the same way, right? But Carol didn't. Carol. She said something to me 3 nights ago that really caught me off guard. Said that she knew how I felt. That was it, really. I know it doesn't feel like a big deal, but it was to me. And I know she didn't mean to hurt me either. But I just couldn't. I couldn't bear it anymore. That's why I ran. Jess? So you understand now. You understand why we can't be together anymore. Wait. Carol? You came. I was wondering when you'd show up. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to come, but I've made up my mind. I couldn't just keep ignoring it. I really appreciate you taking the blame for me, Jess. But you should stop that. This is all my fault. I knew how you felt, and I still decided to talk to you about all this. It's okay, Carol. It's not really your fault here. If anything, I'm grateful. This was going to happen one day. I knew that all along. It's always been an inevitability. You didn't cause this, but only hurried it along. It's probably better for us to deal with this now, rather than kick it down the road any further. Right? Jess, that's not... I'm really sorry for leaving without saying anything. But we had the chance to talk now. You understand why it had to be done, right? So, this is goodbye. I don't like having things end here. Should probably say something. How about... Tell him he'll regret it. Y'all are really gonna regret this, you know. Van? I know that. I already do. Mock their friendship sounds way funnier. Next playthrough. But it's probably better this way. For the sake of all of us. You sure about that? You guys have known each other since you were kids. I'm guessing you don't want to leave so much as you want them to understand what you're going through and to stick together. He's right. That's what I want, at least. This is still a lot to take in, to be honest. But neither you nor your feelings are a hassle to me, Jess. I swear it. Goddess, why would you even think that? I promise you they're not. And that should be one of your biggest worries taken care of, yeah? But that's... I know. I really don't have a right to speak here since I caused this in the first place. But you're still the same Jess we've always known. Us knowing how you feel doesn't change that. It doesn't change who you are or how we feel about you. You really mean that? Looks like you should have put a lot more faith in your friends there. They're pretty understanding. You still think running away is the best choice? If you were only hurting yourself, then it'd be one thing. But that ain't the case, is it? Your actions are gonna cause the friends you care so much about pain, too. They're also gonna regret this. At the very least, you three need to sit down and have a good and long talk about what you want. If after all that, you still want to walk away, then that's fine. It's never too late. Van's right. Please, Jess. You two are far kinder to me than I deserve. But if you're willing to fight for us so much, then it wouldn't do it. If I just took the coward's way out, yeah? I need to be brave and face the consequences for this, whatever those may be. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Jess. I knew you'd come around. I'm so glad everything worked out between them. We owe you, Van. What you said really resonated with me. Good to know. I'll never forget what you did for us today. Let me be the one that pays your fee. It's only right since I caused this. Nuh-uh. It would be right if we all paid it equal parts. I'm good if that works for you. You two are the best. I couldn't ask for better friends. You sure lucked out there. With that, Raymond's request came to a successful conclusion. Van and company saw them back to their share house in Old Town and then resumed their work.
All in a day's work. Reward deposited.
At this point, we're going to get law at level 5. All papers collected. I can't take any more U materials. All movie brochures acquired. I'm too pumped. I am. We have 2 side quests left. Okay.
Then let's head over.
Oh, there's a sub event.
Love the festival.
Do the sub event.
Now then.
It's been a while since I last came to a Revolution festival. Seeing this river makes me wish I could drop in a line in. But I guess it'd be a darn waste of a trip if I just cooped myself up with my rod and fished the whole time. This might be the perfect chance to catch a movie. Been a while since I saw one of those. I don't have all the time in the world though. I probably could watch a film or two in the time it'd take me to decide which one to watch. Pretty sure this guy's from Long Lie. I get you, old timer. Hard enough to pick a movie as is, but film festivals crank that up to a whole different level. Well said, lad. But if it gets late enough, then the only real choice is Golden Blood Director's Cut. You catch my drift. Please stop whispering. It already sounds bad enough without you doing that. I digress. Always a good idea to keep up the trends. You'd be surprised by what you can learn from them. A veritable mirror of the world. If you think about it, it's a duty to expose yourself to even the hottest summer blockbusters. But alas, if only I had unlimited time to see everything coming out. I can at least peruse all the upcoming movie brochures before I make a pick. If you have any on you, would you mind sharing them with me? A few will do just fine. Let's see. How about a dozen? A dozen? That's a whole lot more than just a few. Whatever. I think I got that many on me. Should I give it to him? I get what you're after, though. I'm a Spriggan by trade, so I can get this figured out for you. For a price. Oh, believe me, lad, I'm well aware. Ain't gonna fleece you for them. I'm ready to pay for them, fair and square. So if you're feeling up for it, how about getting those brochures together for me? You got it, boss. Were you able to get your hands on 12 different brochures for me? Here you go. This should be all of them. Handed old Master Kukai the complete set of movie brochures. All of these look like a fun watch. The brochures will sure come in handy when I have to pick. Even if I get that far, starting to feel like this will just make the choice paralysis even harder. I feel you. But don't mind me, that's a job well done, lad. Thank you kindly for the brochures. And here's your payment. Onyx steel. We need that for a weapon. Is this some kind of metal? Yep, I came across it in one of my fishing trips. It's called onyx steel. We also call it star steel in the East. Very rare and precious metal you got there. Legends say a weapon crafted with it can cut down 1,000 enemies without showing any wear. Mighty impressive. But you need to be careful with it. Your run-of-the-mill smith won't be able to draw its true power. You need a proper technique to mold it. Heard you loud and clear. Appreciate it, old-timer. This is something else, all right. You're most welcome, lad. I'll need to find a specialist to handle this baby. Bet something like this will be a cakewalk for Basil's chief engineer. I should bring it up to Katra, see what he thinks. Ooh. I did my damnedest to get all the brochures, but I missed 2. Oof. I wasn't able to buy the ones you missed. Ah. I think the thing that got me was I was checking what movies I could get.
Hey there. See ya.
And whatever movies I didn't have when they were leaving, I got.
What'll it be?
Non-stop all through the day.
Come again.
Right now.
I came here for the side quest. I got distracted by the sub event. The Autobahn Showdown. Since the Revolution Festival is upon us, let's have some fun as a fellow street racer, but I need your help to make this happen. I'll be waiting in Old Man's maintenance shop. Hey there. Heard there was some sort of race thing going on. Let's hear it. Might be able to join depending on the details. Thanks, Van. Okay, let's get everyone here so I can explain. I ended up buying the last 2 today as well. Then I went to the theater and found out I could watch the 2 movies. Was kind of mad it has to be admitted. Yeah, we haven't watched the movies yet, but we're going to. Alright, looks like everyone's here. I know everyone's busy, but thanks. You in particular, Van. It's reassuring having you here. No prob. Where's the rest of the crew, though? Bit of a shock to see you here, kid. A lot of shit going on with your family lately. You okay? Don't pry. But regardless of that, I appreciate what you did the other day. Today's the day we come back for the promised rematch with Edith's Racers. God damn, is it gonna rain today or something? Can't believe it. Lucio just said thanks. Or something like that. You were being way nicer than usual. So I was wondering what the heck happened there. I guess this van gave you a hand and we weren't aware of it. And why should that matter to you? Keep your nose out of business that's not yours. Okay, sure, whatever. Rude as always. Gotcha. That's why you made the request for us. Yeah, we were gonna head out on the highway for some high-speed, unrestricted races. But it looks like our friends, the High Bloods here, learned a good lesson about reckless driving. They were hoping for a more fun kind of race. Something everyone can join in on. But Downey and Hiatus wanted to spend the day enjoying the festivities. Won't be joining us today. My group consists of 2 people, myself and Damien, a bike rider. We're not the only ones that came, of course, but the other 2 couldn't be bothered to be here, on account of the festivities. You probably figured it out already, but we're in a little short on people. So, hey, figure we might as well try and get you to join, Van. You and maybe some other people? How about it? Want to help us track down some more racers? Well... Alright, don't mind joining. I'll even ask some other people to join too. A lot of people came by today just to enjoy the festivities. I don't imagine it'll be too hard to find people to participate. We just have to look. Yeah, let's keep this up. Bring everyone you can. The whole town if they want. If they want to race, they're welcome here. We'll be here, so come back when you got more people. Sure.
Okay, time to get to work.
Off we go.
Don't tell me we can grab Celeste from over here.
Oh, pretty. Wow. That sounds fun.
Oh shit, we gotta get Max one.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
Oh, hey guys. Hey there, you 2. Having fun with the old champ? Yeah. I invited him a while back. Thanks, Paulette. I really appreciate it. Please think nothing of it. And besides, I have motives of my own. What's that supposed to mean? What? Again? Oh! Can I get some ice cream? And I want to get some popcorn and yakisoba with mommy too. I want to know which is yummier. But right now, I want to play tag. You're it, Maxim. Whoa, slow down there. Today, I was thinking, you don't want to play with me? Aww. Maxim, was thinking maybe we could take a nice drive around the city. I wanted to visit Tryon Tower too, and have a nice dinner to ourselves tonight. Was hoping I could talk to Paulette about some stuff mainly, but that's to that. You want a race? You've got one. I'ma get you, you little rascal. Yay! Catch me if you can. She is adorable. It warms my heart. It's good to see Yume and Maxim getting closer. So you accepted his invitation for Yume's sake? Or no? Was it something about him specifically? Good question. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. What I want is for him to get a clear look at who I am today. Once he has present me in his head and moves on from past me, then we can talk. I see. I feel like she's overthinking this whole makeup thing, but not my business. After touring the stands with Yume for a while, the team went back to the job. Okay, come on, Maxim. Those street racers asked me to scout some people. I know a guy who could help with that, but he looks like he's having a grand old time over there. Do I bug him? Yeah. What's up? You're kind of freaking me out with that stare of yours. Don't tell me I did something wrong. I do one of those, what's it? Faux pas? Stop looking at me like that. You could have just told me, man. All that already has enough reasons to hate my guts. Hey, hold your horses, champ. Just wanted to ask you about something. Favor, actually. Mind if I borrow him for a bit, Paulette? It's for a job. Oh, by all means. You've got work stuff? Okay. Okay, so these guys roped me into a street race. Thought that might be up your alley too. But I know you're having fun with your family, and I get pros fooling around in unsanctioned street races ain't a good look. Bit of a shot in the dark here, but I figured I'd at least ask. That pique your interest at all? A street race, If I did that, I might attract the attention of some scoop-loving ink slingers again. What the hey? Count me in. Cool, but surprised you said yes. What about the kid? I thought you of all people might have guessed. I've got a score to settle with you. You beat me once, but I'm not the kind of guy to take a loss lying down. And the reporters? Thinking about it, they've got bigger things to cover than me. Any journo worth their salt is gonna be at the festival. Besides, maybe Paulette needs a break from me. Just for a little bit. Wouldn't hurt to give her a moment to herself. Is that right? Fine by me. You want to go again? I'll give you another dust cloud to dine on. Don't actually know what kind of race it is, though. Well, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. I'll head over later, and we can meet back up there. You got it. He's left alone with Victor and the knives for a while. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. I went to that one already. There's one down here too. Wow.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
She needs to see how her life is now and determine what kind of relationship he expects and wants. That is true.
Off we go.
That is true. I guess we'll check these down here.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
What will it be? I'll be seeing you.
Oh, I've got some fine wares for best come. Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale.
Yes. There's always one way to get more.
Ha! Best come again soon.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
I should probably upgrade some stuff.
We await your next visit.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, once I begin the setup, yeah. What's going on? Why does everyone look so afraid? I'm getting deja vu here. Oh, hey, Master. Didn't realize you were here. Hey, you got any idea what all this hubbub's about? I believe your answer lies over there. Oh. Oh, adios. I figured it was something along those lines. Hope it wouldn't be that extreme, but, well, blacklight. First when I looked at this, I seen Shizuna and Walter. I didn't realize that the Golden Butterfly and Jin was here too until moments later. Any advice for the second Seymour fight on the high bridge? Summons. I have no idea what they're planning to do, but I can't just stand idly by and watch. Yeah, I'd really rather keep my distance, but I don't think we can here. Let's move. Come on. Let's get this show on the road already. You're wasting a good opportunity otherwise. When else will we all meet like this, huh? You make a fine point. Truly, the stars must have aligned to direct us all here. Shall we pick up where we left off at the big game then? Well, no stopping this now. The hell there isn't. Hey, cut that shit out. You're choking the whole street with all this chi you guys are putting out. Ah. So very good to see you again, darling. Piss off, Spriggan. You expect me to pay attention to those nobodies? I've got bigger fish to fry over here. Oh, perfect timing. You guys should hop in and join the fun, too. What do you say? Do I look like I want to get my face rearranged? Yeah, I thought not. And you're a bracer for crying out loud. What are you doing edging them on? Look, I'm not gonna contest that, Van, but look at these guys. Do I look like I can hold them all off by myself? Well, so yeah, if this is gonna happen, we might as well take it down here and contain the spread. If there's any part of Edith that can shake off a street fight, it's this place. Okay, I'll give you that, but still. Even here, collateral damage is all but inevitable. All hell will break loose once that first punch is thrown, whether you intend for it or not. Why not take the fight to the Colosseum instead? A purpose-built arena should prove a suitable place for a 2-on-2 match. The man does have a point. Agreed. I say we take up the Roaring Lion's suggestion. I don't care where we fight. Let's just get this show on the road already. We'll draw lots to come up with the teams. Everyone good with that? Following Burgard's suggestion, the four stepped into the arena and drew lots to determine the two sides. So, I'm with the immovable, eh? Now this should be fun. It's an honor and a pleasure, Silverblade. Enjoy the company while you can, because I'm tearing you both down. Now stop yapping and start. Now, wait just a minute, Walter, dear. Oh, what? Does this not remind you of our day out in Oracion? This team seems rather stale to me. It's not every day we get an opportunity like this. What say you we devise a different matchup? So, what? You want to draw lots again? Oh, for crying out. Okay, fine. Here we go, again. Well, this is certainly different. Now this, I like. This ought to make for a better match. You two were both Taito School disciples back in the day, weren't you? Can't wait to see what those fists can do at their very pinnacle. Are you seriously trying to get me to team up with him? You dense? For once I agreed with my cantankerous friend here. Sorry, but we're gonna have to veto this one. Oh, hush. I can't believe you two. Fully grown and you're still bickering like children. Please, it's only for one match. Can it? I don't give a rat's ass what you have to say. It ain't happening. I suppose this is how it was always going to turn out. And what was the point of drawing lots? There we go. This is more like it. Now we can get started already, or what? I have to say, after all that, my enthusiasm for this has gone down the drain. Either way, now that there's nothing to stop us, let's have ourselves some fun, boys and girls. And that's our cue to jet. I don't want to be in a 5-hour rage once they're at it. You can leave if you wish. I personally am curious to see how this plays out. Alright, don't let me stop you, Master. See you later. Oh, but before I go, you guys, just don't destroy the place, will you? Okay, maybe that's too much to ask. Just keep it to yourselves, I guess. I better not hear about this up on the surface. You don't really think that could actually happen, right?
For real?
Oh, right. The street racers asked me to scout some people. I could hit up Walter, but yeah, no. That's just asking for trouble. Maybe Master's willing to play ball. Hey, Master, you got a second? There's something I wanted to ask you. No problem. What is it, Van? How do fish users counter swords? I have no idea. Maybe wrist guards, yeah. Anyway, they're looking for some street racers to fill out their lineup for today. Sounds like fun to you? I thought it might be up your alley. That certainly is a tempting offer. That said, I'm not sure they would appreciate some bogey my age crashing their party. I think I'll pass, but I appreciate you thought of me. I don't think that'd be a deal breaker for them, but fair enough. I'll see if I can find someone else. Have you considered asking Aaron, perhaps? As it happens, I lent him my orbital bike for the duration of the festival. Oh, good thinking. I had no idea. Are you sure you want him to have him racing on, though? It could get scuffed up. A little dent or two is hardly a bother. I enjoy fixing those little gremlins. Alright, thanks, Master. I'll hit him up and see what he has to say. Well, I managed to get a hold of him. He's on board. Good to hear. I'm glad it all worked out. Of course, I can't say this too loudly, given the law breaking involved, but I hope you all have a fun time at the race. We will. I'll keep an eye on him so he doesn't fly off the handlebars. Yo, mind if I join the party? Sounds like you guys are planning something big and I want in. Oh, great. My favorite. Weren't you supposed to be busy right now? Who cares if I was? I see you bunch shooting the shit, I get curious. Nothing more to it. You said you're putting a race on or something? Bikes are allowed, I take it? Guess the cat's out of the bag. Yes, we've got motorcyclists racing too. Just don't go crazy here, alright? These guys are mostly amateurs. Bull. The hell kind of race is it if you can't go balls out? Well, I'm racing whether you like it or not. Tell them to get ready for an ass whooping. Damn it. This is exactly why I was trying to avoid roping him in. Sounds like we have quite the climatic showdown at our hands. He has chilled a bit since see it from second chapter, I find.
This isn't funny. Come on, spill some blood. Seriously? Hey, Gorgeous. All my stuff is to die. See you later, handsome.
She called me handsome.
I like it.
Hermes!
They're all specially made. Always be careful when and how much you use.
What again?
Shit. I walked into that one. Hot damn! I knew this place was the talk of the town. But it's even more invigorating than I ever could have imagined. Hey, you said your name was Leon. I like the cut of your jib. You got some fine taste for such a young guy still. Thank you, Mr. Director. It's an honor to hear that from the man himself, as such an avid fan of yours. I've watched your whole catalog, actually. My partner enjoys them too. The standard cuts, at least. Interesting choice of words there, my friend. Is that to say you've watched my director's cuts? Of course, sir. What tasteful man wouldn't? I've simply chosen not to share that with Celise. She'd fly off the handles if she ever found out. You say that, but you're still waiting for the right time to tell her, aren't you? I know how things go, trust me. There are few things finer on the goddess's green earth than an older woman, hot and bothered. I suppose so. Nothing gets past you, sir, does it? Not that you could ever tell she's the older one from the way she acts. Oh man, this is great. I'm having the time of my life here. Tell you what, kid, the whole tab's on me. You guys too. Don't be shy. Come on, join us. Well, if you insist. Far be it from me to turn you down. I shall accompany you until my princess has returned. Oh great. This can only end well. And what the hell's Gotti doing over here anyway? Far as I could tell, the guys tried searching for this place after he caught wind of it, but he got lost. That lad there bailed him out. Still, that's the one and only Salvatore Gotti, huh? Think I can get him to shoot one of his famous movies here? You sure that's really a good idea, shining a light on this joint? Perhaps not. They're all having fun, at least. Let's just leave them be for now. Can't imagine him taking up biking if he hadn't chilled out. I mean, you never know. Oh, right. Those street racers asked. Oh, I don't have to read that again. Hey, Hermes, got a sec? I'm doing a job for some street racers right now. They're looking for some extra racers to fill in their lineup for today. Oh, are they now? Well, color me intrigued. Tell me more. Right, so they want to go all out for their big rematch, is the gist. Unfortunately, I've still got some work to take care of today. If the timing works out, though, I'd be happy to join in. Nice, that'd be real great. Yeah, once you're free, just head right on over to the meet. Sound good? Better than good. Thanks for the invite. I've checked with him. Checked with that. Okay. We're gonna go back to Riverside right quick.
Off we go.
Now then.
Interesting. So I can get them again, but...
Off we go.
That's very interesting, though. If you ever misses a movie, gotcha. Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
I see.
Walk into my life.
This feels great.
Do you know what you want?
I will take a mooncake. I will also take that.
I hope to see you again.
This tastes
Oh god,
great.
it's Nate and his girlfriend. It's why doesn't she have a name? It's just Nate's girlfriend. Man, Revolution Festival's the best day of the year. Don't you agree, babe? Sure, the festival can be real pain in the neck, but I still love today. That whole speech over, I don't have to think about work anymore. We can have fun together all day long, like Adios intended. She's mad. Oh, I also bought us some tickets for Golden Blood Director's Cut. Can't go wrong with that. Babe? Are you mad or something? Nate? I think we should break up. Huh? What? Why? How could you say that? Why do you think? After everything that happened, I haven't heard from you in a whole month. Do you really expect me to be happy after being treated like that just because you decided to suddenly drag me out there? But babe, I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been swamped with work, that's all. Uh-huh. What about the policewoman you were talking to earlier? You sure seem to be enjoying her company just fine. Wait, I can explain. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Not to sound mean, I can't say I feel too sorry for him. Yeah, I think we should just leave those two alone and move on from now. Yeah. Yeah, he got what he deserved there.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Grabbing a bite, you two? Looks like you're living large if you're having a full course. You could call it compensation for some work we did. I know the woman who runs this place. She and I go way back. For someone in Heiwei's upper management, Mao's a surprisingly understanding person. That said, it is a little concerning just how much Jack gets wasted when he's here. Lay off me. You don't expect a man's pride to take a hit when he's on a losing streak or what? Lay off you? Is that what you have to say to me after I stepped in and bargained on your behalf? Look, if you're gonna make bets, you need to set your sights on more sensible stuff, or else you always end up feeling miserable. Sensible, huh? What do you mean by that? Alright, I'll give you an example. Let's say you pick 2 cards from my hand of 5. If the sum of yours beats mine, you win. And if you win, you can go out and enjoy the entertainment district. I'll even give you cash to have some fun. You're on. I'm gonna hold you to what you said, what you just said, all right? No takebacks. Cards might be stacked against him, but he stands to gain a lot if he wins. Guess a lot of it ultimately comes down to mind games. I think I'll go for this. No, the left edge looks real suspicious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you think you're doing? Guess I'm barking up the wrong tree. Knowing her, she'll be 2 steps ahead of me, so I just gotta be 3. You're not gonna win that easily. Yeesh. Booster sure didn't take long to get all fired up. Even during the Revolution Festival, they're still gambling. I guess I shouldn't be all that shocked. Hey Jack, got a sec? I'm doing a job for some street racers at the moment. They're looking for some racers to fill out their lineup for today. Oh yeah? Sounds like a pretty fun gig you got there. I can see how to catch both you boys' attention for sure. Anyway, you can probably see where this is going. You in, Jack? We'd love to have you. You should go. You were always talking about how you haven't gotten to drive as much as you'd like lately. No, trust me, I got my fill on the drive all the way up here to here. I'm plenty caught up now at this point. That being said, knowing the type of people you can wrangle up, I'm sure it'll be one hell of a fun race. I guess I'm in. Not often I get to race against other people these days. Nice, I knew I can count on you. See you at the meetup point later then. Sounds good. Well, I've hit up everyone I can think of. Guess all that's left is to loop back with the racers.
Then let's head over.
That took way too long. I'm back. Talked to some folks, saw who wanted to join up. Don't know how many will actually show up, but it should still be a fair bit. Can't wait. I really appreciate it, Van. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. Very well. I'll call Damien and tell him to rendezvous with us. You ready? We'll be leaving the capital for a while, but we can hold on a moment if you still have something to do. Nah, I got nothing. Let's get going. Okay. Everyone else is ready, and we can get going to the starting point. You voucher for these new racers has my mouth watering here. Van and everyone hopped on their vehicles and headed toward the meeting spot. Oh, all together already. We've been waiting for you. I see the delivery girls with you too, eh? The weather and the wind direction are sublime. Perfect for a race. So let's settle the score once and for all. What a fascinating group of people. This should be a good fun. Thanks for hitting me up. And who's the pitiful looking old fellow? He doesn't seem like he would make for much competition. Well, sorry for being pitiful and old. I might not be as good as Van, but I still know how a thing or two about cars. And the little lady is gonna chew me out if I report back that I lost, so I'll have to give this my best shot. Thanks for coming, you three. Nice group we got here. My name is Graham, and I'm the one who proposed this little race. This here's my buddy Juniper. Lucio and Damien here are part of a team called the High Bloods. Thanks for coming together today. I put a lot of thought into how to make this the best race possible, so hope you get hyped for it. I am Lucio, the leader of the High Bloods. I came here all the way from Arasion. Consider it an honor that you get to compete with those of us from chosen lineages. Huh? Wait, is it just me, or have I seen that dude before? I'm sure I must just have one of those faces. You can call me Max. Wait a damn second. You never told me a pro racer would be participating. And not just any pro racer. We're talking about Maxim freaking Lugan. What did you do to get him involved? Let's just say we have an unexpected connection. Here's something else, Van. Max, eh? That's not even subtle, but probably better to keep my mouth shut. We're supposed to have one more person, but, well, maybe we're better off without. Time to get started. There he is. I know the sound of that engine. Sup, Arkride? Didn't mean to keep you waiting. Oh, not to worry. You could have kept me waiting forever. Wow, this guy seems tough. This group's getting more ridiculous by the minute. This should be a bigger deal with all these monsters we got together last minute. Talk about a lineup. So can I assume you'll be participating as well? Yeah, you brats better make it worth my while. Anyway, let's get down to the rules. We're going to be pulling out into the expressway for some high-speed, unrestricted races. The prize for the winner is the experience of getting to drive like a damn psycho. The loser gets a special punishment. Now we'll be splitting you into two teams. Not really sure how to go about splitting us up, really. But I do know we want to compete against the High Bloods. What if we split the rest of the participants up as assistants? Everyone else can join either one of the existing teams. True enough. And in terms of numbers, 3 should join the High Bloods. 5 versus 5. That means we'll be doing 5 one-on-one races. So, who'll be joining the High Bloods? Well, what side do you plan on joining? I'm contracted with the street racers, so I'll be joining them. And it's the same for me. Not that I would have mind racing Van. Good to have you both on the team. Then I'll be joining the High Bloods. Sorry, but I've been meaning to settle the score between us. I don't care either way. Lots of interesting folks here. Likewise. Same here. Sounds to me like this should be decided at random. Oh, ready for anything, huh? Using the lottery system Juniper brought with her, each individual then pulled to see what team they would be on. I think this is fair. So our street racer teams got Van, Aaron, Hermes, and then me and Juniper. As for the High Bloods, is it just me or are we loaded with sketchy old farts? Keep working that jaw if you don't enjoy living, kiddo. You know, if there's someone in particular you prefer racing with, we don't mind. As for the order of the races, I'll be deciding those at random. First up is Aaron versus Damien. Second is Graham versus Jack. Next will be Hermes versus Walter. Then it's the fourth race with me versus Lucio. This one I had to make happen. I'm just so over being on the losing end of things. Fine, come at me then, young lady. I'll leave you in the dust. That's my line. Graham, you know what to do. You got it. I was just thinking that this would be perfect. Anyway, that makes the final race between Van and Max. Good luck to both of you. I'm to show you what it means to be a pro. Still, let's make this a good one. Oh, it'll be good all right. I've modded my truck quite a bit since our last race, so you'll see what she's about soon. You'll be in for one hell of a surprise. I'll wait here for you to come back safely then. Take care, all of you. You got it. Catch you later. And so the fierce battle between bike and car lovers alike began, their pride fiercely on the line. It wasn't long before they were on the expressway, when the first racers lining up to begin a race for the ages. Hey, you were one of the guys who were riding recklessly in Edith a while back, yeah? This could be fun. This isn't a freaking game, you know. It's an epic showdown between full-fledged racers. Heard that isn't even your bike. If you aren't a real Orbital bike rider, then why the hell are you even here? I just get a kick out of picking fights. I live to humiliate idiots like you. Alright, time to punch it. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Oh, you're on. What the hell is he doing? That's my master's bike, you asshole. We really should have seen that one coming. Boys will be boys. We can fix her up after the race, so don't worry. How have you not lost your balance? You should be veering off to the side of the road. I can do this shit all day. Don't tell me you're ready to call it quits already. Hell no, I'm gonna win this. See you never, loser. All right, what's the play? Cut through the roadside. Bike's too damn big. F. Well. I fudged that up, oh well. The specs between the two vehicles were nearly the same, and both drivers were at a similar skill levels. At first they were neck and neck, but Jack gradually widened the gap between them, driving almost as if he could predict the future. By the time Jack crossed the finish line, he was significantly in the lead. After that, it was time for the third race to begin. Now's my time to shine. You do not make this too easy for me, woman. Wouldn't dream of it. I can tell you're no ordinary racer, so I trust that you know how to put a bike through its paces. You got that right. Out of the way. Sorry, coming through. I'm getting a headache just looking at the guy. Can't relate. I'm keeping my eyes peeled in case he gets sick of the traffic and starts smashing cars. Oh, please. There's no way he's strong enough to do that. Right? Oh, if you only knew. If you only knew. Nice job keeping pace. But the real match starts here. Try not to eat pavement on this turn. Accelerate slowly. Yeah. Let's go. That was a kick-ass race. No kidding. Much of that makes me want to get behind the wheel and go riding again. Yeah, that was a 1 in 11, I know. I'm horrible, okay? Hermes should be playable, I agree. I'm gonna mess up all three. I know I am. I'm going for, yeah, exactly. I'm going for the hat trick, the horrible hat trick. Hardcore reset stand, but Hermes is inching her way up the higher on my list. Nice. If you think I'm going to go easy on you just because I owe you one, think again. Now's my chance to give you a taste of my revenge. Maxim may be a complete buffoon, but he's still a racing champion. If I don't pull out all the stops, I'm gonna lose. Now then, the rematch of the century. Begin. Why is he letting me get ahead? Does he want to see what my girl can do? Well, I'll gladly show him. Time to bust out my secret weapon. Gotta admit, the way he handles that pickup truck is impressive. I'll bet 5,000 Mira he'll use that turbocharger next. But I'm going to stop that plan in its tracks. Damn it. I know what your car's capable of now. The element of surprise isn't on your side anymore. Guess I'll just have to make a risky play. Yep, big F. I got the hat trick though. I got the bad hat trick. I messed up the last one too, didn't I? I'm glad things turned out so well. Looks like you all had some great races. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, but there were some real nail biters. Tell me about it. That was the craziest race I've had since becoming a street racer. Both teams did amazing, but a winner is a winner. And the winners are the High Bloods. We won. I know I shouldn't be thrilled, but somehow, what? Individual races aside, we won the team race, so what's the problem? I don't know about you, but I've never been so desperate to win during a race before. The rest of the team also showed some serious skill. Like, this is what you call real racing. True enough. Those were indeed some incredible races. I sure as hell didn't expect things to get so heated. Phew, I gave it all I had, but it wasn't enough. You're next, Darkrai. Better prepare yourself. I'd be lying if I said my interest wasn't piqued, but I'm sure as hell not gonna race you. Phew, felt pretty good about that one. That was one of my better times. Still, you were incredible out there. Things could have gone either way at the drop of a hat. If you ever went pro, you might even make for a decent rival. Well, thanks. Your handling is just as incredible as I've heard. I'm not happy with the results, but I am pretty satisfied. I got to put Gramps' bike through his paces. Yeah, I lost too, but I still had a ton of fun. Almost feels like I've grown a bit from the experience, you know? Now then, it's time for your punishment. I'm gonna get things ready, so give me a sec. Is this tea? It's got that medicinal kind of smell to it. Yep, it's a medicinal tea sold in Longport. It's supposed to be super bitter, but don't worry, it's not bad for you. Man, I didn't think I'd end up having to drink this stuff. I guess I'll suck it up and give it a try. All members of the losing team steeled their resolve and drank the tea. It's so bitter. Ugh, this is terrible. Why did I buy this stuff again? Funny. I kind of like it. Feels nice and healthy to me. I've had drinks like it, but can't say I'm the biggest fan. Wait, you've got a sweet tooth, right? And what about this stuff? Gah. Huh? Blah. This is bitter as shit. How are you guys okay? Ugh. Has anyone got any water? Can't get the taste out of my mouth. This sounds bad. Not a fan, eh? An excellent match rendered mute. That's what you get, brat. Quit laughing it up and get me some water. And so the race surrounding the Street Racer's Pride came to an end. Both parties reflected deeply on the intense battles that took place on the road before returning to where they belong.
All in a day's work. Reward deposited.
I may not change the oil in my real car often enough, but at least I can win video game racing events. More power to you. I suck at them.
Off we go.
Was Hermes okay with the tea because she didn't take the helmet off and didn't actually get it into her mouth? I have no idea. I guess she was okay with it.
Rainfall, thank you for walking into my life.
This year's really bustling. Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
The entrance. Hello.
Hello.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit? Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin. If you have a ticket.
Mishy in boots. Let's go. Connor, a young boy born to a very poor family. After working themselves to the bone and saving money for their beloved son, his parents take him on a trip to Crossbell. Yeah, if only you could take Elaine. That would have been fantastic. Maybe she's here. You never know. Secretly watching it. It was there that they bought him a plushie of the Independent State's marvelous mascot, Mishy. Through some mysterious magic, the Mishy plush gains a mind of its own, allowing it to speak with Connor. Mishy's sole dream is to wear clothing and live like a normal human being. However, in order to achieve his dream, he must first grant a human's wish. Connor, more than happy to be the wish bearer, promises to get Mishy a full set of clothes. Overjoyed, Mishy grants his wish without a second thought. In return, Connor gives Mishy a shirt, a pair of pants, and some spare socks. The last thing Mishy needed to become human was 2 long boots. But just as his dream was about on the cusp of realization, Connor had a thought. A very selfish thought. It's kind of convenient to have Mishy around.
It worked just like you said. I won the C1 car model from the sweepstakes. You're the best, Mishy.
What did I tell you, Connor? You're my bestest friend in the whole wide world. I'd do anything to see you smile. So, how about getting me those marvelous boots now, huh? Then I can become a real human. We can go on walks and dance till the sun goes down.
Shut up. Just keep your mouth shut and grant me more wishes. Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't know if my monthly allowance can cover the cost of those boots. Just wait a little longer, okay? Here, let me get you some socks to hold you over.
So you're breaking your promise. I understand now.
Is he gonna go
You're
Chucky?
Nothing more than a greedy piece of trash who's trying to get a wishy at the expense of Mishy. Be gone, worthless human. I'd make a much better one than you.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Stop it! I thought we were the best...
He's going Chucky! That movie definitely took a turn. I think it's fair to say. That wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. To put it lightly. Sorry if that was disappointing. Thought it was going to be some cutesy cartoon, so that's why I invited you along. Oh, no, I still enjoyed it. That surprise was part of the fun. The more I watched that movie, the more I found myself liking that mean little Mishy. He's cute. Cute? That thing? Did you forget what he does? Oh, Crossbell. I'd love to catch a show live there one of these days. Who are you talking about? You don't mean Mish... Oh. You mean one of her shows, huh? Bingo! Not that I don't want to pay a visit to Mishalem Wonderland either, of course. A good vacation there where I can just take off, indulge in a ton of local theater, and maybe get Mishy to hug me once or twice sounds just perfect. Not that I'll get the chance anytime soon, with my work schedule being so hectic, unfortunately. Plus, you can't exactly step away from your side hustle willy-nilly, can you? Yeah, that's true too. One of these days, though. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it happen or die trying. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. The Mishy is the same kind that attacked Ordus in Northern War. Mishy Riot.
Thank you for your visit today. The show on Screen 1 will soon begin. If you have a ticket,
I think it was
please
Rainfall.
proceed to the entrance.
I think it was Rainfall. Let's do
At the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
let's do Aaron and Reset. I can't believe they turned Mishy into Chucky. It was fantastic. Will, an up-and-coming stockbroker, and Mia, a woman of ambition, both work at the local branches of their respective trading and banking companies. After a chance encounter in the city, the two hit it off and started dating, growing steadily closer. It seems they were destined to be together. That is, until one fateful day, when their relationship reaches an unexpected turning point.
You want to break it off? Just like that?
Oh, come on. It was just a bit of a fling, right? Just two lonely people trying to feel less lonely for a while. I'm studying abroad, and you're moving back to your main office. It's
That's
like
what I was
Adios
afraid of,
Yourself
Moss,
planned for us
watching the
to
movie
separate.
twice.
Fine, I get it. Guess this is it then. You better make those dreams of yours come true.
Of course I will. Who do you think you're talking to, hmm?
Yeah, I know. Well, take care, Mia.
You take care too, Will. Thanks for a wonderful time. Why'd it have to rain? Damn it, Will. Couldn't you tell these were tears?
Chunky sweater is good. They need to renovate the horror coaster to match the Mishy horror movie. I would go for that. Man, I don't know what the hell that doofus was thinking. I couldn't relate to him at all. If I were in his shoes, I would have let instinct take over and held on to my girl tight. Literally. Of course you would. You approach women guns blazing. But evidently, Will couldn't bring himself to do that. He probably would have needed a good reason to do that after everything she said. Sounds like you're just making excuses for someone who messed up. You telling me wussing out like that's supposed to be some kind of virtue? What kind of hot bullshit is that? You still working through some breakup you went through in school or something when you were younger? No, I'm not. Thank you. Hit a nerve there, I think. That was one of those films where you can come away with different things depending on which character's perspective you examine it through. True, it is safe to say you sympathized more with Mia then. Initially, I thought that was the case, but the more I watched it, the more I found I saw the story through his eyes. We are testing a raffle command, folks. So if you would kindly do !enter to enter the test raffle, it would be fantastic because this is to help us for our Trails Timber event. It's how we're going to be doing some giveaways. So you have 10 minutes to enter, and we're going to see how well this goes. You could say I understand what it's like very well to see other people often watch over them as you remain in place. True, with movies, your feelings and circumstances at the time you watch them can really affect how you react to them. Sometimes if you come back to a movie after a good while and watch it again, you discover some interesting new things you didn't see before. I see. I hadn't considered that additional viewings could be rewarding in their own way. You gave me some food for thought, Mr. Arkwright. You watched this movie with Aaron and Judith? Ooh. Watched all movies.
Thank you for your visit today.
Elegant gown. Oh, did that just say what I thought it said? I think it did. I think it did.
You have a ticket. Please proceed to the entrance.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
For the kids. There's something I'd like to request of you as a fellow lover of sweets. I'm currently at the Macmillan Cafe, so if you have time, come on down. Oh, it's Odette. Lost track of what movies I have watched and also literally couldn't afford movies at certain points of the game. I'm glad that I didn't have that. I'm glad that I didn't have that problem. We'll have that one. There's 3 gifts.
I'll treasure it.
Thank you, Van.
Unrivaled former priest. Oh, we are so doing this one. We are so doing that one. So we'll have 5 altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, Fairy. Sorry, Fairy.
See the movie. Fans are raving.
Okay, that's the movie.
Hey there. See ya.
This year's really bustling.
I can't wait to see the stalls.
Please step on up. Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Did you know?
Ah, Ren's here too. Long time no see. I guess it's been about 3 days. From what I gather, it seems like you and Agnes here have already gone around the festival. Is that right? I told you, we all traded off. It wasn't just him and me the entire time. Ugh. See? That's exactly what we heard. We're just helping out how we can. You guys out on patrol, out on your own patrol as student council or something? We are. We have a lot of Aramis students around town today, so it's important for us to be out as well. Got to make sure nobody's having too much fun and causing any trouble out there after all. Not that I need to explain it to you, of all people. I'm sure you were in my shoes back in the day. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, right, I forgot you were on student council 8 years ago. Could have fooled me. Yep, he and the others gave us some big shoes to fill. Anyway, we're all just taking a short break after breaking off to do our whole patrol. Did you happen to see the Force Brigand I left you? Sure did. Never thought I'd answer a call from you. Seeing as you're all together, I think I can guess what you guys want from me. Let's get straight to business. Albert, you start. So this quest you needed Agnes in your party for. Seeing as I had Judith with me the entire time, I got annoyed, and while I did it, I skipped the scenes. Ah. Me? Why do I have to go first? Anyway, it's about our plan for next month. We've decided to put on a small event as Aramis students to celebrate the upcoming new year. We're planning on having a meetup with the children living in the Auber district. Officially, the school is framing it as a way for us students to make a contribution to the area, but it's also intended to be therapeutic for the kids too, seeing as things have been so unusual. One thing we want to do is hand out treats for those kids to hopefully enjoy. And what better way to decide than to round up what's for sale around town and try them out? That's where we come in, huh? Yep. When I asked Agnes for her thoughts, she insisted she wanted to handle it as a work assignment, which is fine by me. I always wanted to post at least one for Spriggan at some point. I'm sorry, Van. I couldn't resist offering. Of course, we don't expect you to help us for free. You're more than welcome to sample any sweets you decide to bring back to us. Pretty great, right? You get to eat lots of delicious sweets, all on the school's mirror. Odette, you shouldn't put it like that. I mean, where's the lie? As much as it pains me to admit, I guess there's no denying that my weaknesses are all public knowledge at this point. Regardless, lucky for you kids, I do have some time to spare, so... Agnes has been such a good assistant at work, I don't mind helping her friends out as a favor. Wonderful. That's great to hear. Thank you so much, Van. I don't know how much help I'll really be, but I'll see what I can do. Oh, hush. You know as well as the rest of us that your knowledge and passion for these things is practically unmatched. Just go around to different outlets and bring back some samples that look good to you. That's not too much to ask for a connoisseur like you, is it? You're one of those putting on that whole event. Shouldn't you tag along? I'd love to. I really would, but I need to hammer out some other details with Ren and Albert here, so I'll have to stay behind. I'll leave it up to Agnes to assist you in choosing. I know she won't steer us wrong. Well, I suppose that settles it. You okay pitching in, Agnes? Sure. I don't mind. I'd be happy to join you. Besides, we can use this time to keep patrolling around town. Now to figure out which shops we ought to visit. Let me think. Off the top of my head, there are 2 spots in the Tyrell we should hit up. Beyond that, Old Town, Station Street, and Auber each have an outlet also worth visiting. So 5 places total. Great! I knew you'd have no problem coming up with places to check. I can't wait to see what amazing stuff you bring back to us. What she said. Good luck, I guess. Stay safe out there, Agnes. Thanks, Albert. See you guys soon.
Time to start working.
Van was literally born for this quest. He was. For the kids! For the kids. Also going to be our one of our sayings for Trails Timber.
You're gonna get a tummy ache.
Ozara's kids always impressed.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Testing is done. Thank you for being a part of the testing.
Thank you.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
Riri is the test winner. Well, this is oh man, these pancakes are the shit. You really do know what you're talking about. You're right. It is good. The butter gives it such richness, and the flavor only deepens the longer I taste it. I'm glad you enjoy them. They've been one of my favorites since I was a student, though I'm nowhere near the biggest fan. I know someone who could probably talk at length about every... Wait. Van? When did you get here? Being real cozy there, talking about personal information. Guessing you can be laid back sometimes when you want to be a rank racer? Hello, everyone. Haven't seen you since the after party. Leon and I split up. We're just looking around, like you. I was almost done with my round when I bumped into these two. We got to talk a bit during the after party and stuff, so I said, why not take a break and chat a little? I'll be heading back to Crossbell after this, but I'm glad I was able to be here for the festival. I don't come home often, but I'm glad I did this time. It was worth it. Right. Why not make a habit of it? I would love to, but Archon Seal keeps me so busy I might not be able to. I'll definitely keep it in mind though. Ahem. Well, there's nothing wrong with keeping an eye on things, of course. You should maybe hold off on taking any strange jobs today. Yes, the last remnants of A were taken out as of 3 days ago, and it doesn't look like anyone else is on the move yet. But it doesn't hurt to be cautious. There will definitely be pushback. So this calm before the storm is time you should take and rest and recover. Yeah, I get it. Look at you, still playing the part of the good vice prez. Just like that time you drilled a lecture into my skull when you caught me skipping classes to come here. Why exactly are you making it look like it was my fault? That was entirely on you. And may I remind you, I was the student council president after the second year. You did a campaign speech for me. Not so much did as Renee dumped it on me last minute. Winged most of it, to be honest, but hey, it worked. You can't complain. Or can't complain. Especially about that part about me beating up those thugs and busting corrupt staff. That really helped my campaign. Do you have any idea how scared everyone was to approach me the year after my election? Okay, but that actually literally helped. And don't forget about getting flooded with fan mail after the fact. I'd say it prepared you real nice for your current job, eh? You! They're so close, it's adorable. And they're really not... And they're really not going out? As I understand, not anymore. Aren't you full of surprises? By the way, Leon should be patrolling around the Blacklight District. All these shady characters are taking advantage of the festival to go gather. Uh-huh.
Can we talk?
Fantastic. If you're looking for something perfect for children, might I suggest the macarons? They're one of our seasonal flavors. We make them with the freshest strawberry jam since those are in season now. Our shop's pride. Oh yeah, the crunchy delight as you bite down on it. Your mouth suddenly being flooded by that sweet and tangy cream filling. Oh, I can almost taste it. Good to see you haven't changed a bit. Macarons aren't that expensive either. I think they're pretty affordable for little kids. I think you sold me on them already. Can we get some macarons, please? We'll get one for everyone to try them.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
I'm missing
Off we go.
a gift.
That's fair.
Do you need something? Please come again.
year's been awesome.
Oh, I'm so
Welcome to Erland, sir. We have full confidence in our products.
So annoyed that doing the bath was an achievement thing. When I started going into the achievements, I noticed it, so
We
I
await
had
your
to do
next
it.
visit.
Gonna eat something? Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
He's back in his farmer hat.
Off we go.
Apparently, you only took plot baths.
Step on up. Welcome.
I
Thank you
kept
for coming.
notice.
We await your next visit.
I kept notice of waiting for that achievement to pop, and I was like, yes, got it. Let's go.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
I see.
This feels great.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Can we talk?
They're not really meant for kids, but would you consider offering them some mooncakes? They're pretty small and easy to eat. Plus, I imagine they'd only enjoy the red bean filling since it's sweet. Mooncakes do have the sublime sweetness to them that goes perfectly with Eastern tea. A lot of people even buy them as gifts, don't they? That's right. They certainly make for good business. In fact, there's a custom in the East where people will get together with family and close friends and admire the moon as they eat them. Not that there's any one wrong or right way to enjoy them, of course. That's neat. So they could even serve as an opportunity for the kids to learn about another culture. We'd love to buy some so we could taste test them.
Hey! How about some popcorn, huh?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, you had to do it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I've got the thing for you. It's my latest item, mini churros. I'm debuting them here at the Revolution Festival. Mini churros? What makes yours so special? Everybody likes a good churro, right? They're tougher than donuts, crispier, and have the sweetness that just floods your mouth with every bite. Adults can eat them just fine, but a lot of kids can't finish them in one go. I thought about what I could do to solve that problem, and that's how my miniature ones were born. After all, nobody should have to miss out on having a churro if they want one. Now they can have them in just the size they want. Very noble of you, wanting to spread the joy of churros however you can. I applaud your effort. They, do sound like they could be a hit with the kids at least. Let's pick some up and bring them back to the others to consider.
How about some popcorn, huh? Hey, did you...
Taking off now.
He just there chilling in his farm hat. Fantastic.
No rest for the weary.
I know the guild can help. You'll never believe what happened.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store.
Oh my.
It's an Emma!
Variety of fine goods for sale.
Long time no talk, Emma. How are things over in Orid? I haven't had a chance to visit my parents lately. Maybe I'll get the chance for the New Year's. Things are looking up. Even Orid quite shaken over what happened here. Being here for the Revolution Festival does help ease me a little.
Is on sale throughout the building.
I'd like to take this opportunity to expand our market even more. I was hoping you'd be able to help with that. Of course you can count on me. There's no one I'd rather work with. Thanks, Deborah. Oh, by the way, I was passing by your family's farm the other day. Oh, no way. Yeah, not my Emma.
I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
Can we talk?
It's not my Emma. So, you couldn't have come at a better time. I have a particular snack I stocked a surplus of in preparation for the festival. They're called honey glazed pretzels, and they're very popular over in Crossbell. Have you heard of them? I have. They're a kind of bread shaped like a knot, right? But I've never had the chance to try one. I believe they're originally Erebonian, actually. They wound up in Crossbell, where honey and eastern spices were added to the mix, and bam, something totally unique. Could we take a few of them off your hands to go as a sampler?
I don't know. Does anything catch your eye? I hope I see you again.
Thank you for
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
There it is.
Our stores
We
have a
await
wide
your
variety
next
of
visit.
fine goods for sale. Thank you very much.
All gifts given. Increases arch damage by 50%, but delay afterward is longer.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
I take pride in all my merch. I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
Your attention, please. Limited edition revolution. You'll never believe.
Okay.
Off we go.
You guys buying something too, or what?
Can we talk?
Don't get me wrong, you've got good taste coming to me for roasted chestnuts. But are you really sure those kids will like these? I don't see why not. The kids around here love them, I guess, but they're not like a special occasion kind of thing, you know? Give the chestnut glaze a try. Those might be more up your alley. Oh wow, I didn't realize you were selling those too. We'll gladly take some of for our taste testing then. Wow, look at you, Eddie. Playing the part of a professional salesman for once. I'm legit impressed. Shut up. I wasn't asking you. Okay, we visited all the stores we planned on. We've also had plenty of things to try. Shall we head back to Odette?
You guys buying something too, or what?
Off we go. All these shops are so nice. I can't wait to see the stalls. Did you know?
Love walking by Eddie the salesman. He's very professional.
Thank you for walking.
Oh great, you're back. Thanks for going to all that trouble. Judging from the bags you brought, it looks like you've brought quite a bit back for us to try. We had a lot of good luck. Van was on cloud 9 the whole time. Why wouldn't I be? You tell me I get to indulge in some quality sweets on the job completely for free? Of course I was gonna be all about that. Well, I'm glad somebody had fun. Now, Albert, we're his clients. That's not how we should act. Anyway, enough talking. Let's dig into those samples and see if they're up to snuff. With the manager's permission, the group retrieved the samples from the bags and got to eating the ones that suited their fancy. They're all fantastic. And one of them would make for a perfect morning tea snack. I know, it's so hard to choose which to go with. What do you think, Odette? Have any preferences? Sorry, give me a heck. Don't talk with your mouth full. You come from a decent family, don't you? That was like a spa day for my taste buds. I was totally right to bring you in, Van. Your insight into these things is crazy good. When it comes to both looks and taste, really, I think the kids will be completely happy with most any of them, so why limit ourselves to just one kind of treat? Let's bring them a bunch. Oh, that's a great idea. And they could enjoy mixing and matching different ones together. We could even pack them inside different bags so they won't know what they get until they open it. Kind of like a lottery. Could be fun. The kids sound pretty pumped about this already. New Year's is still a bit of a ways off, you know. Naturally, planning events is just as fun as putting on the actual events themselves. This was a fantastic idea, Odette. I'm glad you suggested it. Thank you. I'll have to think carefully about which ones to actually buy and how much. And I guess we need to talk to the treasurer to make sure we budget things carefully. True. Plus, we should also work on figuring out how many people are going to be taking part in the event in the first place. Actually, speaking of which, why don't you join us during the actual meetup, Van? I'd feel terrible pushing you off to the side without an invitation after all your hard work. I don't know about that. I might have gone to Aramis, but you don't think a grown man like me is gonna stick out like something like that? Exactly. It's supposed to be put out by us students. Having him around will ruin that. I know what you could do. Let's put you in a big old costume and parade you in front of the kids. He's gonna be put into a Mishi costume, isn't he? I'm saying I don't want to stick out, you little gremlin. Aw, I can picture the kids swarming Van. That'd be so cute. Doesn't that sound like fun, Agnes? I'm not the only one who'd love to see that, am I? Sure. That could be nice. Well, we have a majority. In the suit you go, Van. I don't know whether I should feel happy about this or jealous. Nope, I ain't promising jack. Not even for the kids. But I guess I'll keep all that in mind. Once the group finish eating the samples, Van and Agnes resume their patrol.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
All 4 Spriggans closed. Increases appearance rate of AT bonus by 90%. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Let's do this.
Never a bad meal at Momar.
What's on the menu? Be seeing you. Pick something already. Be seeing you.
You want to see Van in the Mishi costume? He'd be fantastic for it. Oh, it's just Swanee and his family. Catra! Is that a cat? There's a cat. Is there a cat? There's no cat. Catra, where are you? Where did I see Catra? I thought I seen Catra somewhere.
Quit dawdling and bun. Come back soon.
Kids are always so full of energy.
Down here. I haven't seen Catra? I thought I seen Catra.
You guys buying something too, or what?
Hey, off we go.
I always love the festival.
There's Aaron.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Van, dear, you've got perfect timing. Huh? Let me guess. Is our problem from last night? Oh, shit. Oh, Mr. Kincaid. Hey, Arkwright. Been a lonely 10 days since our last saw you. Thanks a bunch for everything, including you handling the game. Took you long enough, Van. Long enough my ass. What are you doing? Planning on seeing the Revolution Festival off with a bang? Because that's all you'll get with these two here. I think that's a misunderstanding here. It hurts to hear something like that from a former pupil of mine. You should already be aware that Marduk's taking part in the weapons reveal. Well, at least you're relatively reasonable. But the bar's pretty damn low when you're drinking with this guy, so maybe don't judge me for getting a little jumpy here. Only relative? You're making it sound like he's some kind of deadly chemical that only turns into a threat when making contact with the wrong catalyst. But, don't you find that one funny, Arkwright? Stop being so smug about it when you're the damn catalyst. Calm down, Van. While Marduk's chief of security is one thing, having one of the organization's highest-ranking members here, you appearing publicly is certainly a problem for maintaining order. Or would it be normally? So then, I'll be upfront with you. We came to an agreement of sorts with a certain someone. It's a short thing. No real meaning in the long run, but I wouldn't dare overstep my bounds this time. And that agreement included giving you the hint you needed to destroy A over in Oracion. Yeah, just a hint, right? An agreement with a certain someone? Yeah, it was. You don't owe me for it, by the way. It was just a matter of who knew more about A at the time. What wicked off their mad death game with that incomplete nuclear weapon as a toy. And how they managed to assemble the crew they did in just 20 short years. Rounding, of course. You're talking about the Society's knowledge in the regard? Or, well, yours? Oh, man. Is there nothing you won't try turning into poison? As far as I see it, you're just as bad as the one that brought in the Empire's Great Twilight. Oh, not at all. I don't think I'm as amazing as all that. Besides, give or take about half of what I said was just a bluff. What? What he's trying to say is they weren't the only people with control of the situation. The CID, Heyue, two of the church's factions, the Bracer Guild, and even Ikaruga and Marduk had influence over that situation. That is the influence these organizations were able to exert outside the scope of the game. The result of their fair judgment is this, a convenient blind eye. With that being said, our agreement will only last until the end of the festival. Got it. Of course, I've been in and out of the Blacklight District for a while, so it's more of a formality than anything. So come on, Cassian. Spectacled sadist. Drink up and enjoy. We've got the winner of the game here, after all. Thanks for picking up my tab, Arkwright. Now, bottoms up. I'm going to what? Well, if in that case, there's no reason to hold back. And they already emptied a 30-year-old vintage Rabelais. But it's okay, dear. I'll just add it to your tab. Screw that noise.
I'll take your order. Come back and play soon.
It's not where I wanted to go. Yeah. You see 3 people when you walk into a bar. You turn around and go the other way.
Off we go.
That's pretty much how it goes.
I can't wait to see the stalls.
I know the guild can help.
Our president is such a capable fellow.
We're visiting the Weston department store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
This is where he's too. Nope. 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 Not today. Not yet. Nope.
Your attention, please.
I'm trying not to activate all the red ones because I want to do the side stuff first.
Long live the Republic!
Good grief.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming. Oh, that's great.
Do I gotta talk to this one though, because this has got the one that I want. Oh, speak of the devil. Good day to you all. Oh, look who it is. I hope you're all having a great festival. Indeed. I can see you're all hard at work patrolling. Associate Professor Esmeralda. And the woman from the CID, huh? And the Crown Prince's bodyguard here with you too. Guessing you were also told to patrol so you'd take a bit of time for yourself. You are truly sharp. I was hardly reluctant to leave his side regardless of the rest of his security personnel being there with him, but orders are orders. What do we need a caption for? I'm confused. Oh yeah, you walk into a bar and you see 3 of those guys. What do? You turn around. Still, I intend to return to him fairly soon, after I'm satisfied with my observation. Oh? Look over there, discreetly, mind you. Isn't that... Talk about a triple threat. Not surprised you've got your eyes on him. I'm not familiar with the purple-haired man, but I can see why you'd be concerned with having Yang and that Marduk manager both there. Wonder if this meeting has anything to do with the president. No, it feels like it's more than just that. I haven't heard anything about that meeting myself. I was aware that our general manager was coming to Edith for the unveiling of the new weapons, but I've heard nothing regarding the White Orchid Dragon. Admittedly, even if I had, I doubt I would have been at liberty to discuss it. Reset, you need not feel guilty. We understand that your job comes with its own restrictions, much like ours do. That's why it's much more appreciated to have you join us for tea and a chat. You're always so good to us, and we're truly grateful. I am humbled by your kind words, Miss Burka. Aw, isn't this nice? We've got a little friend circle of competent women starting up here. Can I join? I get the impression we're all about the same age. Like Kalian too. Oh, why am I being included in this? Much as this does feel like a group worth being a part of. Still, I'm 21, and I believe Miss Twinings is 20? What? My circumstances are a little peculiar, but I am indeed 20 years old. But you're both so cool and composed. What about you, Najee? I'm 25. What of it? Nuh-uh. I was so absolutely sure you were older than me. I'm almost 28. Why am I the only one nearing her third decade? No, it's okay. I'm still younger than Yang. And as long as I keep producing results as a researcher. You're way too young to be stressing about your age. I agree. She's still young at heart, at least. Regardless, I will stay here for the present to liaise and gather information, particularly on the group there. But if you require my aid, please let me know and I will hurry to your side. Will do. Thanks. I need to chat with her. Not who I need to chat with. Okay. She's moved chairs. Interesting. Back in my day, we didn't have those fancy schmancy orbital horse buggies. We walked 40 yards to and from Sunday school. In the snow-peaked mountains.
Off we go.
If Aaron would tap it, you'd probably find Esper. Wow.
That's fair.
Well,
Then let's head over.
This is really the only district I got left. Find Aaron. Don't tell me he's in here.
You're gonna get a tummy ache.
I wouldn't think that he would be in the church, but okay. Oh, now I understand. Now I definitely understand. Hey everyone, keeping an eye on things? Yep, I heard Professor Hamilton's come by. Hello there, and happy Revolution Festival. Haven't seen you in this past month. Oh, hello. It's been some time, and it's a surprise to see you here as well. Well, we're roughly the same age after all. We've met before, here and there. Both the Great Spire and the Laoshu Bridge are the professor's designs, after all. I had no idea. I still remember how the budget was so tight regarding the specs that it could make both workers and artisans weep. All the mirror in the world, and you couldn't cut us some slack. You've quite the low opinion on Longport businessmen. Do remember, no expense was spared when it came to worker safety. As far as I'm concerned, it's the artisan's task to see a plan realized and at a reasonable price. The professor's plans should not be an exception. I swear, just you wait till the high-speed orbital network expansion and the new Red Star factory are done. You won't have a single complaint once those are done, and then I don't want to see you be so stingy with bonuses. Is that so? I am very much looking forward to it now, I assure you. I heard people talk about them bickering. Guess that's how it always been for them. Well, they're both largely responsible for the Republic's development. They might bicker like dogs, but they get along quite well. The orbital network continues to grow, and the distance between people and the Republic continue to shrink with it. The entire continent will follow. Which brings us to the topic at hand, that being the current state of the eastern part of the continent. I trust you understand what I mean, Gin? I understand what she's talking about. You really are someone to be underestimated. You really are not someone to be underestimated, Professor. Shall we move on to the main topic then? Gladly. This is about the desertification happening in the eastern Zemuria. Even the president's been getting involved. Your Gran's one hell of a woman. Agreed. This matter is one that no one should turn a blind eye to. Well, yeah, she's been an important figurehead for half a century. The East desertification is always a pretty heavy discussion topic, but everyone looks like they're enjoying themselves. They're all responsible for being the foundation of this day and age, so it would stand to reason that they'd get along quite well. I'm also participating in the discussion, but if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm asking! Fine. Fine. Do I need help? No. It's fine.
Time to update this.
I'm sure. I'll figure it out. Yeah. And what would that be? Color me surprised. This is some real onyx steel. Quite a rare sight in the Republic. It's also known as star steel. It is a dangerously strong metal.
Hey, good looking.
Daramus, thank you for gifting that sub to Van down by the river. Being quite honest, I've never had the chance to see some in person before. I thought if anyone might know about it, it would be either of you two. Professor, Supervisor. Even if I had seen it once before when I was younger, as I recall, only a precious few blacksmiths in the East were skilled enough to work with it. Looking at it though, this isn't just one thing. This is Zemurian ore alloy. Zemurian ore? That rings a bell. Aren't the Empire's Divine Knights made of that stuff? That they are. Incidentally, it was Albert who devised how to process Zemurian ore. Following that, Gerhard established a means to process an alloy of it called Black Zemurian ore. All three disciples sure get around, huh? For their names to be spoken of, even in relation to this, they're amazing. That they are. They even managed to surprise me on occasion. This would be as hard to process, harder even, than Black Zemurian ore. I have, however, studied the professor's ore processing methods. Given enough time, I might be able to make it happen. Frankly, it's a good opportunity to test my skills. If you want me to make a weapon out of it, I'll do it. No charge. Well, I ain't saying no to that. Thank you very much, Supervisor. Nothing to thank me for, lad. Full disclosure, making weapons with this amount is only going to be enough to arm a single person. The bigger issue is figuring out a good space to work. Maybe the workshop in Old Town? Doubt they'll turn me down if I said it was for Chief Engineer Giscard. Alright then, I'll trust you. Once you've chosen who's getting what, come talk to me. Got it. I don't know who's getting it yet. I don't know who's gonna get it yet. So here's what we're gonna do. There's an ad starting shortly, so we're gonna run the ad, we're gonna take a break. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the bonding events. And then we'll go from there. I think that's where we're at right now. So I will be right back. Okay. Increases arch damage by 50%, but delay afterward is longer. Increases. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have a bit of fun with trying to figure out stuff. I think. I think. 1 million Mira earned. All Zyphas unlocked. We're getting there, I think. Okay, let's get through these to-do stuff. I can't believe I let you drag me here. Oh, quit your belly aching, Grandpa. I know you didn't have anything better to do with your time. Why not have a go? Just the two of us. Look, I'm not in the mood for a fight, got it? If you want to train together, I'm game. But it'll have to wait for till another day. You don't get it, man. Now that the Mafia is taken care of, I bet you feel like you're finally done with everything. I mean, sure. Well, that's not how it feels for me. Because of your unfinished business and all. Damn straight. And you know what that business is? I haven't beaten you one single time in a fight. That matters why? You really care that much whether you're or not you can beat some random spriggan in a fight? Yeah, we're saving Shizuna for last. Hell yeah, I still care. It's been 2 months and I still don't have a point on the damn board. We've got a score to settle as men, you and me. And I'm not taking no for an answer. Damn brat. Alright, fine. You want to fight? You got one. I know how it feels when you're left wanting for closure. Now, I'm only giving you one chance. Put up or shut up, kid. Give me everything you got. Damn straight I will. Let's do this. Why were we usually expecting to have a cage wrestling match? Could you imagine? Shit. It's like a Hell in the Cell match. I was so close. And a little more, I would have had it. Technique always beats talent, kid. You can train as much as you want, but I'll still be top dog. You shut your hole. Really won that, and you know it. Take it in while you can, you antique. Soon enough, it'll be you on the floor. But for the love of Adios, 4 years really ain't that much. You're just gonna harp on that forever? Of course I am. How many times have I gone on about that already? Couldn't tell you. Stopped counting a long time ago. Aaron from the top ropes. And he's got a chair. He does the whole Aerith from the Aerith chair thing from the back. Nothing like a cold one after a break and a good sweat. For someone who just became legal not that long ago, you sure don't drink like it. But hey, if you're satisfied after that, I'm happy. Oh, I never said I was satisfied. I've just made peace with it and moved on for now. One of these days, I'm gonna beat your ass real good, you hear? You never make things easy for me, do you, punk? Am I just gonna be fending you off for the rest of my days? Nah, maybe a few months at most. All I gotta do is dethrone you, and it will happen. Mark my words. Sooner than you think. Good luck with that. If I'm just gonna sit here and take it. Like I said, all things in good time. You savor the view from the top while you still can. End of the day, I don't even know if there's a way for us to settle the score for good. We've done too much for each other. And you need to learn to slow down too, Chief. You're always living so hard and fast, right on the edge. It'd be good for your heart at your age. Take it easy for once in a while. Go out for drinks. Take a day off. Shit can wait sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Well, would you look at that? You're actually capable of saying something nice and helpful. Who would have thought? But enough about me. If anybody is in need of advice, it's you, punk. You should learn to ask others for help more often. You might be a real pain in the neck, but you're my pain in the neck. I'm always looking after you and making sure you don't fly off the rails. I'll listen to you when Gehenna freezes and palms fly, got it? Van took Aaron's advice for once and savored the moment with him over more than a couple of cold ones. Once Van returned to the surface, of course, he resumed his normal business.
Thanks for that, I guess. Wipe that stupid smirk off your face.
Agility +5. Glad Van has a 5-star connection with himself. He loves himself dearly. And that's it. There. Your hands should be working a little bit more smoothly now. Tell me if anything feels off, or are you doing just peachy? More than just peachy. I actually feel like I'll be able to perform even more precisely now, thanks to these adjustments. Damn, I'm impressed. Can't even tell they're implants just by looking at them. I know, right? The updated frame was designed by Marduk's engineering and development department, but I took the receptors that handle her brain's electrical signals and tried to subdivide them to further refine their design. I also increased the precision of her skin's cutaneous centers. I butchered that. I don't care. Hopefully it'll feel so natural you won't even know it's not the real thing. It'll be just like a glove. It's certainly a word. It definitely is. How long has that been on her arm? All the time, I guess. All the jargon's going straight over my head, Doc. But hopefully it means it's an improvement. That's right. Though this also puts more of a burden on the remaining organic parts, albeit faint. Since it's only partial replacement, it's a teensy bit concerned about the balance shifts between the old and new parts. So be a sweetie and try testing everything with Van, just to make sure all's dandy. Of course, I expected as much, having had adjustments of a similar ilk in the past. Should probably keep the test into day-to-day activities and see if she can still perform them well, yeah? Yep, that kind of real-world use case data is much more useful than anything a formal test would generate. What do you say, Van? Want to help? Pretty please? Yeah, no prob. I'm her boss, you know. It's in my best interest to help out with these things. Well, what do you say we get started already? I appreciate the support, Mr. Arkwright. Thank you for offering your assistance. From there, Van and Reset got straight to work testing out her prosthetic parts. Typing feels normal. Well, that might be inaccurate. The sensations definitely changed. The key presses feel much more vivid. Huh. I never given how typing feels a second thought, but I guess it's pretty important too. I didn't know you were keeping business records for Master too. Not that I mind, of course. I always intended to pay him his due, unlike a certain celebrity in our ranks. Careful, I can't imagine Miss Lancer will like hearing that. You could fool anyone standing in the kitchen like that. Could pass for a real maid. I appreciate the flattery, but I can't quite claim to be as apt as a proper maid in terms of housework. It's only appearances where I fit the part. However, I feel like I might be able to approximate my former cooking skills much more closely now. That's good, Rosette. I'm glad to hear it. Since I'm already here, would you like me to prepare you some snacks for later tonight? Oh, please, thanks. I'm usually hunting for a bite at night. Not like I can ever find anything, considering Aaron loves raiding the fridge in the middle of the night, little smooch. Alright, I'll prepare something light for you. Don't want to overburden your digestive system so late. And the drive was totally fine. Guess there was nothing to worry about. The weight on the handling and the smooth motion of the shift lever are both perfect. Am I right in assuming you customized both? You noticed? Yeah, can't skimp on quality where the driver is concerned. It's still not perfect though, so best look forward to some sweet upgrades. Then I will. Depending on your customizations, it might prove as useful food for thought while developing future armored vehicles at our company. I'd rather not hear about my baby being used to develop scary shit like that. Alright, last thing to do is combat test and then we're done. Think you can give me the usual reset? It would be my pleasure. Let us begin. From there, the combat exercise proceeded without a hitch, bringing an end to the testing regimen. After contacting Associate Professor Esmeralda, it was time to regroup back of the office. Hey, you never know, we might get that free armored car. And done. No marks on sight for you. I took a look-see at the data you got for me, and everything looks hunky-dory. Your body's not straining to accommodate for the new parts, so feel free to keep using them. Are you sure? I was certain that you'd be taking them back once we were done testing. That was the plan, but I changed my mind. Let's call it a gift to celebrate the Revolution Festival. And your data indicates that parts are now reliable enough to put to practical use. Our data quality has improved so much ever since you came here. My research has been progressing by leaps and bounds. Oh, that's great news to hear. Thank you for your generosity, Associate Professor. Well, my business here is done. I'm going to skedaddle now. I'm so eager to get my hands on that new data so I can look it over in more detail. Thanks for helping out today, Van. Don't mention it. You're the one putting in all the hard work. Alright, let's take a small break and then it's back to patrolling. Sound good? Of course. Thank you again for assisting with today's test. Oh. Actually, there's one last thing we didn't test. It almost slipped my mind. It's not strictly required, so don't feel pressured to help with it. That's fine. Don't mind going for another round. Better safe than sorry, right? I suppose so. In that case, Mr. Arkwright, could you please hold out your palm for me? I don't get it. What kind of test are we doing here? Checking skin-to-skin contact, in a sense. I'm checking for two different factors. First, skin sensitivity and grip to ensure no problems are present in either. As for the other one, we gauge how someone else feels when I touch them, and if anything feels wrong on their end. Gotcha. Well, for my Mira, everything's normal. I probably wouldn't be able to tell you've got prosthetics on if I didn't know already. It's reassuring hearing that from you. As for me, the sensation's more lifelike than it was before. Definitely sharper. Your hand's warm, Mr. Arkwright. It feels just right. This is getting a little awkward. No offense. None taken. We can stop here. I sincerely appreciate your help. Maybe I just don't know what to look for, but your body doesn't feel any different to me than anyone else's. Oh, there most certainly is a difference. For all the technological progress being made, it's by no means easy to genuinely replicate how a human body feels.
You have my deepest gratitude.
Oh, Hana, thank you for the 11-month resub. I hope you're doing well. Miss Arquette tells me that I can feel approximately 70% of what an organic body is capable of. These new parts have perhaps raised the margin by about 0.67%, but there's still much work to be done. Huh, I had no idea. Guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on her and Marduk closing the rest of the gap eventually. More or less, yes. Though to be frank, what Olympia said earlier still lingers in my mind. She described my body as artificial, incapable of feeling anything genuinely, and that it might be the reason I endlessly aspire for the real thing, forever unable to attain it. Although aspire is perhaps a rather noble way to describe it, more than I might deserve. I understand why having something feeling real would be such a big deal for you. But she's trying to compare you to the dolls of hers, and that's where she's wrong. What your body feels is just as real as what anybody else feels. How do you mean? Let's see. You know how if you try to tickle someone, some people are fine with it, but others can't stand it? And both of those responses are fine, yeah? Can't say either of them is right or wrong for feeling what they feel. And it's not because their bodies are fake or whatever, it's just each of them having a different perception of the same thing. Yeah, okay, bad example. There's a reason I'm a Spriggan and not a writer. I'm no good at this shit. Point is, real is what you make of it. If what you sense feels genuine to you, then it's real. Prosthetics or not. You catch my drift? That I do, loud and clear. You're right. Perhaps I was too fixated on the difference between a real body and mine, but my feelings are my own, and I shouldn't doubt them. If I might offer a few words, moments such as this remind me of something else that feels just as real to me. And it's the pace that you occupy in my life, Van, as well as those of everyone else. It's genuine to me. To me, you're not just Mr. Arkwright, our boss. You're precious to me, to us. I'll forever be grateful to have you in my life. Never forget that. I don't even know what to say to that. You've changed. For the better. It's nice seeing you talk like that. But thanks. I promise I'll always keep that in mind. After that, Van and Reset continued to relax at the office for a short while longer.
You certainly can push a woman's buttons, Mr. Arkwright. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
The one and only SC. She is not wrong.